York on Tuesday. Top of the fifth inning, Brewers had a 1-0 lead. Cooper Pratt, a bloop single to right field that got away from the right fielder. He was not able to extend that into a double. Manager Pat Murphy lifts him from the game, puts David Hamilton into the game. A couple of solo shots gave the Mets a 2-1 lead. Top of the ninth inning, 2 on, nobody out. Christian Yelich pinch hitting and RBI double ties the game. Brewers still had runners on second and third. Nobody out in that situation. Could not get the go-ahead run home. David Hamilton looked like he had hit a go-ahead 2 RBI single with 2 down and the bases loaded, but Francisco Lindor, a diving stab to end that inning. Top of the 10th inning, Brewers could not get the ghost runner home, couldn't even get him moved over. Bottom of the 10th inning, Trevor McGill working his second inning, bases loaded, 1 down. Ground ball to David Hamilton. He throws wide of home plate. Winning run scores. Mets take it 3-2. Cubs do lose last night in walk-off fashion. Brewers back at it tonight. Packers and Cardinals joint practice this morning, 11:30 start time. I'm John Hensler, WNFL.
We're dealing with a dangerous element here.
WNFL.
Oh, you're all just cuckoo.
Inside Wisconsin sports. From Lambeau to AmFam Field, Camp Randall, the Call Center, and Fiserv Forum. The people, the stories, and the statriotism of America's Dairyland. Welcome to Inside Wisconsin.
Crowd is here, about to blow, waiting for me to start the show. Out the curtain lights go up, I'm home. Whoa!
The 0-2 to Morrell. Ground ball to third. Hamilton coming home. It's wide, and the Mets win the game.
Audio courtesy of Brewers TV. That didn't end well. It didn't end well because of Cooper Pratt? Or it didn't end well because of David Hamilton?
There are some bad ABs in the 9th and 10th, man. I'm not only putting it on that, but we're going to talk about that for sure.
Yeah, a couple 2-3 times for sure.
There's a storyline or two in this game.
But David played harder.
He definitely did play harder.
Yeah.
That was the goal.
In the end, that's all that matters, right?
Well, playing well.
No, it's winning is what matters.
Playing well matters too. And, yeah,
lost.
it does matter.
They did.
Yeah.
They were up 4-0 when I went to bed.
They lost 5-4.
Oh, doesn't that suck? Mm-hmm. Who'd they play?
I don't know. Dolly Parton died. I didn't even pay attention.
Yeah, me neither, man.
Damn it.
She
Lost
gone.
a good one. Hey, what's up, Wisconsin? Welcome in. Inside Wisconsin, on the air and online. Trevor, Luddy, Tommy, sports, stories, and statriotism.
No, I just got to fade it. I thought you were going to ask for Let's Play Catch-Up right
Oh,
away.
no,
That's
no,
why
no.
you got the one, give me 1 second finger.
I thought you were like, shut your face. 99.7
Nope.
WNFL. YouTube.com/Inside Wisconsin at WNFL Green Bay. Over on Twitter, same thing. At WNFL Green Bay and at Inside Wisco Show. Lots to cover today on a Would You Rather Wednesday. Doug Gottlieb joins us later in the show. There's some news in the Packers practice realm. The Brewers had a tough loss. Big rulings in college football. And it's the first day of school.
For some kids.
For some kids. Let's play catch up.
Packers.
All right, we've had some time to process. Are the new uniforms as bad as you guys thought?
Yes.
Can I start with something real quick?
Of course. Switching up.
The Packers still get their uniforms made in Ripon, the regular season ones.
Ripon, Wisconsin.
These are not. You can tell by looking at the holes on the jersey. I forget what the actual name of the holes on the jersey are. But
Mesh.
Sure, the mesh holes. But these ones are more circular. The Packers are more oval and more vertical oval. So these ones are definitely not made in Ripon.
All right, Luddy, I'm going to use that angle. I support local business.
Me
That's
too.
why I hate these uniforms. There's more of that. I can use that against me as well now, too, or for me.
They have grown on me. When the helmet and the pants joined the jersey, I like it more. What I don't like, and what's hilarious about this, is my buddy Jason in the 920 said the part that I don't like, he says, is his favorite part. I don't like the font. I think it's too round. This is an art thing, apparently, but the back of the jersey doesn't match the front of the jersey font with the G and the B logo. I'm addressing the uniforms, not the purpose, not the play, just the clip that we put out that we got a little crap for.
How
about
the font is Mardi Gras.
Is that what it is?
100%.
It kinda
Go
does
look
look
at
Mardi
it again. Go
Gras-esque.
look at it. That's Tulane's Mardi Gras jerseys. It's
Hey.
exactly what it is.
Huh.
Don't like it.
All right.
I love the pants and I love the helmet, though.
I disagree actually on white on green. I'm not a fan of with the Green Bay Packers.
You don't like
Everyone's-
Oregon white, green, white?
People like the stripe that's going down the middle. Okay, I'm indifferent about the stripe. No, and it's a bigger message of just don't wear rivalry uniforms against the Bears. I was never going to support it, and the jersey itself is pretty ugly compared to the other ones that also came out with the same rivalry theme too across the NFL.
The worst one is that the Bears is better.
Dude, I thought the same thing. I just didn't know if we were going to admit that or not.
I'll say it. The Bears actually looks like the Chicago Bears. And by the way, they'll wear their rivalry uniform on Christmas Day against the Green Bay Packers at Soldier Field.
We going to wear ours that day, too?
I really hope not, because that would be two home team jerseys. No, I don't think. I think the Bears will wear their
just
standard
wear
roads
once.
here, and then we'll wear our standard roads there.
I extra despise that too. Just wear the jersey for one game. Go ahead. Let them wear the blue up here. I don't care.
79489.
No, don't let them wear the blue up here.
That's our text line.
Don't be wearing white.
We're wearing white helmets and pants that day. What do you mean?
You don't like it? The white helmets and the white pants?
No, I'm not a fan of it.
Did you like the white color rush, though?
Yes.
That actually
yes.
was all right.
I liked Winter
love
Warning.
Way
right?
better
Is that
than
what
I
it
ever
was?
thought.
Is that what it was? Winter Warning?
Winter storm warning.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
In October, I believe.
Because
That
we
doesn't-
don't.
I
Because
Don't rule that out. All right. Knock on Formica. What are we doing here? Jeez.
I
it's
like
for
winter.
Micah.
No.
I think it's for Micah. I don't know what for Micah is.
For Micah
That's
Parsons.
It's the
Yeah. How about him?
no, it's the
Laminate?
it's what this is made of.
I'm just going to let you struggle. What is it?
That's this for Micah. This is for Micah.
It is?
Yeah, like the table.
We bought this table for
Stuff.
Micah Parsons.
Can we talk about this joint practice? We're 7 minutes in. We are 7 minutes in. We
Yes.
need to talk about
All right,
this joint
Tommy, would you rather
practice.
have a Cardinal that you'll never see again ride your bike, or a Green Bay Packer that you might have a chance next year to ride your bike?
Oh, is it better to have no one ride your bike or a visiting team to ride your bike?
Oh, it's a what would you rather Wednesday already.
I
We're going
like
to do
that.
these now and also later. What's your answer?
I think anyone riding your bike is cool. It's the Arizona Cardinals. It's not like it's
Right.
the Vikings here to come join practice or the Lions or anything like that.
I love how it's one of the three oldest franchises in the NFL and one of the least historic, like with the Arizona Cardinals. To go from Chicago to St. Louis, to be the second St. Louis Cardinals team there, to then pick up and go to Arizona where less people care.
Yeah, nobody cares. down there.
It's
Are you guys both going?
To joint practice today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
11:30?
Yeah, so what are the biggest takeaways that we got to get out of joint practice? We're going to talk about that in I Have Questions coming up, as well as in the Malott Meets Morning Mind Dump. There's a piece here that says this is important, as in more important than the game on Friday. Joint practice is a big deal. So I have questions, and I'll ask a few now. Number one, will there be a fight?
$500,000 if you do fight.
A little? Or when you start throwing haymakers and ripping helmets off heads?
I don't think
know.
there's going to be a fight.
Zero fight.
Yeah, I kind of with Tommy.
I think the LaFleurs are probably like, hey, guys, okay, no fights today. If it is, we'll go to the 50.
To which Zaire Franklin says,
Are we downplaying Jonathan Gannon going against his old team here? Is he going to bring the bus to practice, or do they bring their own bus?
I hope Jonathan Gannon walks. He should walk today. That's get him extra
No
fired
wheels.
up. No, I'm not. I don't think so. I think he doesn't want to be. Why would you want? I would rather be the defensive coordinator for the Packers than the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals.
Besides the pay, yes, I would do exactly what you just said.
I get that, but still, I don't think that as far as premier jobs go, I still think Packers defensive coordinator ranks above the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals.
what about the head coach of the Miami Dolphins? Because Halfley didn't think so.
Yeah, I think, again, the money spoke on that one, but I am pretty confident that the Packers defense will look better than the Dolphins team does this year.
Talk about another franchise that you're not exactly sure how they run their things. The Dolphins, that
Yeah.
is. Like the Cardinals, that's just, I lived in Phoenix for a year and then lived in Flagstaff. I listened to enough sports talk radio down there for them to, we are in a great place here as Packers fans. compared to them. It's not even close.
Football question. Is the fact that Jonathan Gannon is our D coordinator going to hurt us in this joint practice? Because the Arizona Cardinals are very familiar?
It's whatever. None of this really matters anyway.
Did you guys?
They might know some of the blitzes, but whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Minor.
Did you guys see the newest Josh Sweat rumor?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Tell me more.
Well, Easton Butler, who was all over it last year with Micah Parsons and has some sort of source on Twitter. I don't know if he's batting 1,000, but he has a source for sure. And he said, let's not just say it's coincidental that Josh Sweat gets activated off of PUP coming to Green Bay, and then posted a picture of him in the new uniform.
And what am I missing? I'm missing something.
I'm just saying that sounds like the Packers could be back in on Josh Sweat.
Okay.
Arizona Cardinals defensive end.
Yeah.
So he's in town.
Well, there was a conversation.
Never let him leave type moment here. Trade for him and let him stay type thing.
Why?
Do you want to rock
he's
with
kind of a
Lucas
freak.
Van Ness or Josh Sweat?
He's not
for 7
bad
weeks.
question.
He's not Micah Parsons freak, but he's got freakish abilities, if that makes sense.
What do we have to give up, though?
Well, the
rounder?
conversation, I guess, started with second rounder, and Green Bay was not willing to budge. And then Easton said that has changed. And I don't know if that means the Cardinals have adjusted their stance or the Packers have adjusted their stance.
Yeah, the reason I'm confused is because we haven't talked about this at all.
What do you mean?
This
For a rumor?
opportunity.
Oh, well, it was by the time this show launched, the rumors were dead.
Yeah.
And now they're back, apparently.
You're talking about the ones from earlier this year?
Josh
Yep.
Sweat rumors.
I remember that.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
12 sacks last year.
Oh, that would help. Better than Lucas's 1.5 in
but they
9
took
games.
Lucas's 5th-year option, so I don't know that they're willing to part with him right now.
Pretty
Game
sure
of competition. Be better, Lucas.
Yeah,
He
I
is,
mean,
though. He's been fantastic this camp.
Well, he's King Camp.
God, can you
for sure.
imagine Josh Sweat, Micah Parsons, and Lucas Van Ness with Brenton Cox and Barron Sorrell as your guys that may never play? Holy cow.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm all in on it. I'm
Yeah.
all in. So go ahead, get it done.
Michael in Appleton says, here's one thing that no one's talking about, guys. Gannon faces the QB he benched in week 1.
Oh, is it Jacoby?
Kyler Murray.
Oh, last year. Like, yeah. Week one,
Week one
like
of the
Kyler Murray.
season.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jacoby back with them?
Yeah.
Good for
He's
him.
back. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's back.
Is he going to start?
Yeah, I think so. Who else is there? I don't even know who else is there.
And they are trying for that number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, Jonathan Gannon full of storylines over the next couple of weeks, eh?
Yep. One more quick thing. Micah Parsons was on his pod. The question was, week 6? Question mark. Micah says when he feels like himself, period. I think that's BS. I think he's coming back week 6. I do. I have no reason not to believe that. There is everything pointing towards him being ready. He says it's been a fantastic recovery process. I don't see any reason why he wouldn't be back for week 6.
All right, can we do
Go ahead.
some math on this real quick?
Yeah.
Tucker was out there doing drills on the field at the beginning of camp.
Different injuries.
Correct. Michael's was worse.
Yeah, meniscus. Yeah.
And ACL.
Yep.
That's what, and he even spoke about it, how Tucker and him, yes, they both had an injury that's similar, but his recovery is completely different to a degree because the meniscus has an extra element to it.
That's why he gets more time.
Sure. I don't rush him back to play against the Dallas Cowboys.
What's the difference
He's
between-
already done it, and it was a tie. Who
What's
cares?
the difference, though, between being rushed back and being expected to be recovered in the timeline that everybody was working towards?
I'm just thinking it's 8 weeks out from that point, and we haven't seen him out on the field doing the exact, I don't think it's going to match up, or at least we haven't seen the empirical evidence of him doing the stuff on the field like Tucker was doing from the beginning of camp, whereas he always comes out right at the end of practice from the
Also-
from the Don Hudson Center
Yeah.
where they do whatever's going on in there.
With all due respect to Tucker Kraft, they are planning to invest in Tucker Kraft. They have invested in
Also
Micah
fair.
Parsons.
Right. Yes,
Like they are they are not trying to mess up the next 3 years.
Thank you.
Let's take away 7
If
weeks.
he plays 4 games this season, guys, and is healthy for all 4, that's fine with me.
Ooh, I don't know.
I'm not there
Don't
yet.
rush him.
Four games I feel sick when
Well,
you say that. But
Yeah, then you have those conversations of was the injury worse? But I guess what I'm trying to say is do not rush him back. Give him an extra week after he even says he's good.
I would love 10 games out of Micah Parsons.
I would too. That would be great.
That feels like once we start getting under that number, then I'm scared. Then I'm a little nervy.
Is 10
but-
games then back week 7 instead of week 6?
Well, it'd be through 7 games. So, however, when's the Packers bye week this year? I don't remember that off the top
the
of my
later
head.
one. It's the before or after.
Always get a late.
They
bye.
also
Before or after that Rams game on Thanksgiving.
They have a
Day
couple
before,
cooked
Black
in.
Friday, Black Wednesday, Blackout
They have
Wednesday.
a couple cooked in buys too because of that
Correct.
Wednesday
Yeah,
game
yeah.
or because of a Thursday set.
Week 11.
All right, moving on. Brewers.
Brewers.
A statement was made. And whether you agree with it or not, a statement was made.
Are you willing to lose to prove a message, Trevor?
Well, they were.
Are you, as a person? Are you willing to take a loss in life in order to prove a message?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what Murph decided to do last night.
Very parenty of you.
It was very parenty of Murph.
Yeah. Yeah.
I tweeted, and I'm kind of getting crucified for this a little bit. The team looked wildly undisciplined early. I just could tell that they weren't dialed in. When Murph saw an opportunity to make a statement without saying a word, he took it. And I think it worked because the way that game ended proved how important it is to care or how important it is to have heart. And you can't teach that. You can only make someone feel that.
Yeah, and I think Brewers fans felt it too.
You can't teach heart.
So to paint the picture, it's the 5th inning when Cooper Pratt gets pulled. I think that's what it was. Bloop single, should have been a bloop double. Ball kind of kicked away. He wasn't running out of the box. Didn't know if that ball was going to be fair or foul or didn't want to run it out. However it was. Cooper Pratt, he didn't get a bunt down in his first at-bat that Murph said he had called for. Took a pitch middle, trying to get a bunt down. Benched him. Wanted to send a message. That's not Brewers baseball. That's not winning baseball. Sure enough, then they got to move around the defense a little bit. Joey Ortiz is at shortstop. David Hamilton's at third base. You fast forward to the 10th, in which the Brewers fought back in the 9th to get to that point. A ground ball to David Hamilton, who then sails it on a force play to home plate, in which you heard in the intro sound of Inside Wisconsin today. Look, I guess I support it if you think the message got across, which listening to Cooper Pratt after in post seemed like he was media trained on it, where it was, that's inexcusable. That's not winning baseball. It'll never happen again. Virtually those 3 points being hit in every single one of those answers from Cooper Pratt.
I saw Bill Belichick coaching him up before he stepped in front of the mic type moment. I will play harder. This is my fault. Do you get what I mean? But it was very robotic, insanely robotic.
It was also like, you can't do that to Christian Yelich. Like, that's not how that reacts, right? It is a little bit, maybe it's nipping bad habits in the bud, right? Okay.
Well, it's also,
I get that.
Murph's had that mentality though with young players for the first 2 years he's been here.
Right.
We had Caleb Durbin on the podcast, and he got picked off or had bad base running. And he literally said on his way back to the dugout, he knew his ass was grass.
Yeah.
His words, not mine. So the players know, and I think Murph is especially hard on young players, the players that are in their first year or their first or second year. And rightfully so. That's the time to send a message. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. If Yelly isn't hustling, what's Murph going to do about it?
Bench him. Why wouldn't he?
Because he has chosen not to and let him play through some of these things.
Yeah, but it's not like Christian's not playing hard.
Hey,
He's
he
just
came up
not
with
playing well.
Big hit yesterday.
hit. I'll give you that.
Big hit yesterday for Yelly. They ended up pretty much, I mean, once David Hamilton was up with the bases loaded and then Lindor made the diving grab too, kind of knew it was over. Trevor McGill locked it down for the 9th, the 10th. Unfortunate. Again, put the ball in play in a good position to continue on that game. But yeah, I mean, the big storyline is Cooper Pratt getting benched, and then that's the only reason David Hamilton's in the game. And who would have thought, again, maybe on the defensive side, we'd all be saying, like, God, I just wish Joey Ortiz, like, don't mess with Joey Ortiz. Just don't even mess with him. Just keep him at third base. Let him play in the lineup wherever you want. And but Cooper Pratt, yeah, I mean, to be fair, I believe the Brewers' offense was 2 for 14 with runners in scoring position yesterday.
Not good.
Yeah, they
been better.
They
will be worse.
Jackson Churrio's putting up some just disgusting at bats lately. Bryce Terang, same deal too. There were some really bad at bats in the 9th and 10th inning that I don't think that saves them from anything either. They're 4 for 26 with runners in scoring position over their last 2 games as well. And their pitching continues to hold them in games when their offense stinks.
And the pitching is rehabbing in Appleton with Abner Uribe and JoJo Romero.
Yeah, both of them made rehab outings yesterday with the Timber Rattlers. We're going to have Zerjav on tomorrow, or someone from the Timber
7 a.m.
Rattlers at least, to talk about that. But yeah, good to see the bullpen. There are reinforcements coming.
Badgers.
Badgers.
Big news out of the Big Ten, which sounds like started a waterfall of rulings across college football or maybe just college athletics yesterday. The Big Ten, the SEC, others ruling that pro players in any pro sport are no longer allowed to return to college sports.
Oh, you don't say. Wasn't this a rule prior?
Somehow,
Like, wasn't this a rule? And it's still a rule? So the ruling was a good rule, right?
I don't know how it's a rule.
Did you guys follow me on that?
Yeah, I followed you, and what I'm saying is I don't know how that was a rule after all of the things that have gone through college athletics.
it is the 10th Amendment.
It's also...
It is?
Hold on, go ahead with the what?
The first 10 amendments, the Bill of Rights,
Correct.
right? The 10th one leaves the powers to the state that are not then otherwise directed by the national government.
I think I know where he's going with this.
A la, the conferences now have more power than the NCAA,
Correct.
right? The
So,
governing body that is the National Collegiate Athletic Association literally means nothing anymore.
Tommy, you know what this reminds me of? When the states start to secede at some point here, meaning the conferences start to secede at some point here. We've seen this in history. Obviously not sports related, even though Abner Doubleday was part of the Civil War. Did you guys know that?
It's coming.
Did you guys know that
There's
Abner
war
Doubleday
coming.
was...
I did not.
Leave it to college sports to
Right.
start a war. Sweet.
I mean, it's, SEC followed in suit, which, by the way, SEC voted unanimously not to let NFL players return back to college.
Unanimously.
Isn't
Interesting.
LSU in the SEC?
Are they grandfathered in?
So thank you for bringing that up, because that just reminded me. There, however, is a player for Washington University or University of Washington. Current understanding, per Pete Nakos, is that the Big Ten's new NFL prohibition is not expected to impact recent UCLA addition Trent Hendrick, who was only in mini camps with the Browns and Chiefs but did not sign an NFL contract.
Wasn't there a college basketball player that found a loophole too and came back to college after playing professionally overseas?
RJ
that
Lewis
sounds right, yeah.
also is a part of this. He is signed to LSU's basketball team. However, he was in the NBA last year and got traded.
And he's still playing?
As far as I know.
So there's grandfathering. This is all going to get jacked up by a judge anyway, so I'm not sure why we're worried about it, because
think
that's
so?
just
You're at that
100%.
point?
College athletics is made and broke in the courts now.
I think Daquan writes like, oh, actually, my leg's fine. I'm not that injured. Remember, that was his excuse to the Browns.
And
why
now he
couldn't
gets
practice.
signed on the Packers practice squad or
Is
something.
that, is that like
Oh, that'd be something. He's not that good. He's a little stiffer than you should be for a receiver,
Or
and also a
the
little
bench
thicker.
warmers birth certificate? I am 12 with a $20 bill in there, right?
All right, anything Bucks?
Bucks.
Let me check.
No.
Anything else?
Yeah, Dolly Parton passed away yesterday, which has nothing to do with sports, and yet somehow does.
Hey, that halftime show on Thanksgiving down in Dallas. Go back and watch it. It was awesome. It was like less than 10 years ago.
Icon.
She was out there having a good time. We'll just say that.
You ever been to Dollywood?
No.
We love going to Gatlinburg for spring break. Never been to Dollywood.
Estimated net worth of $500 million for Dolly Parton. It's all right.
Who was she married to at the end?
I don't know that she was married.
I missed my chance.
What? Not your type.
Well, I make exceptions.
Yeah, for $500 million. I think we're all right.
Dolly, what do you need me to do for you today?
First day of school for the boys today.
Oh, that's too early.
Freshman year for
Wow.
Reich.
Did they get done earlier? Like,
Yeah.
did they done by like May 31st or something?
Oh, well before that.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
They do that on purpose. Yeah, for
Sure.
sure. Butterflies. You guys remember that first day of freshman year? A long time ago for me
I
now.
always remember being the only day of school that it was easy to wake up.
Because you were stoked.
Yeah, and also nervous. And can I just say that kids do not treat the first day like we treated the first day.
Oh,
We are sporting new kicks, new clothes,
Yep.
new hair,
Yep.
new smell.
Yep,
Knew all of it.
Got a new pair of shoes every year for the first day of school. Yeah.
Boys don't care.
All right.
I don't really care. I mean,
either.
I don't think I cared that much. It's just like, especially when you get to college, like who cares? Oh man, no.
The news just texted me and said that Dolly was married for 60 years. Her husband died last year, but he was out of the spotlight.
Oh, so she wasn't married.
So I had a chance.
Oh, jeez. Damn, guys. You're right. Dolly Parton being a widow at 79 and passing away at 80. You had your window.
I believe she was not married, if that's the case too.
Okay. Oof. Was the message worth it that Murph sent last night? Do you support coaches being dads and benching players versus coaching through it and handling it after the game? It's a little would you rather. Coming up, and I have questions with Capital Credit Union. That's next on Inside Wisconsin with Trevor, Luddy, and Tommy on 99.7 WNFL and YouTube.com/Inside Wisconsin. Good morning.
At KBR Floors and More, they're hiring a front desk position that combines customer service, organization, and some sales. If you're friendly, confident, and enjoy helping customers find what they need, they want to hear from you. Apply at kbrfloorsandmore.com today.
KBR Floors and More. Floors that you will adore.
Hey, it's Corey. We're talking everything hand and wrist today with the great doctors at Bay Care Clinic Orthopedics and Sports Medicine in Green Bay. Talking with Dr. Klicka. Doctor, we hear the words carpal tunnel a lot when talking about the wrist. What exactly is it?
So carpal tunnel, it's a nerve compression type syndrome where the median nerve, which is the primary nerve that serves the hand, it gets compressed and gets inflamed. And when that happens, people typically will experience numbness, tingling, and even weakness over time in the hand.
And it's a fairly common issue for people. How do you work with your patients?
My approach to patients is I really like to take a lot of time with them to really ensure that they understand what's going on with their condition. I feel that really empowers a patient to be able to make a decision based off of their knowledge base for it. And I think they really appreciate that, and they feel like they're in control of their management moving forward.
Thanks, Dr. Klicka. Get back to normal activity and living the life you want to live at baycareclinic.com. That's baycareclinic.com.
Hi, this is Rick from Gagno Clay Products. I know you're going to ask me why I'm talking about fireplaces in August. Well, that's because we want to introduce to you the new Cozy Heat Generation Series. They're the largest gas linear fireplaces made. Plus, it comes in a single, double, and three-sided viewing area. Also, they offer the Nordic Series, which is an elevated burner that wraps the gas logs in the fire. Very realistic. Both these units come in a large variety of media and liners to help you create the fire you want to enjoy. Cozy Heat also offers some of the finest gas inserts if you're wanting to get away from wood burning and the simplicity of gas. And don't forget electric fireplaces. Cozy Heat has you there again. The Osseo Series is a must-see. Please stop in our showroom to see these and more than 50 fireplaces on display. We are at 2770 South Ashland Avenue, or you can see us on the web at gagnoclay.com. That's GAGNON clay.com. Thank you.
I take M Drive every morning. Here's why. Once men get into their 40s, the body starts changing. Testosterone naturally declines, energy drops, and keeping weight off, well, it gets harder. I know I've felt it myself. That's why I take M Drive every day. M Drive is made for men over 40 with clinically tested ingredients that support healthy testosterone, steady energy, metabolism, and fat burning. It's not about hype. It's not a shortcut. When M Drive first came to me, I was skeptical. I wanted to try it before I put my name on it. Now I take it every day because I believe in it. In fact, M Drive has been helping men for nearly 20 years. It's the #1 men's health brand at Sprouts. Don't let age beat you. Go to mdriveformen.com and use code PRO for 20% off your first order. That's mdriveformen.com. Use code PRO. Don't wait. It only gets harder. Start today. M-Drive, for men who still show up. When life's busy, sleep matters. But sharing a bed with someone who sleeps differently can make that tough. Mattress Firm's sleep experts can match you to a customizable sleep solution, like the Tempur-Pedic Split King sleep system. where each of you can choose your ideal comfort level and adjust your ideal sleep position for better sleep together. And right now, on Mattress Firm's best sale of the year, save up to $1,400 on select Tempur-Pedic split king sleep systems. They make sleep easy.
Men's wedding bands made from whiskey barrels and meteorites.
Welcome to Kessler's.
You are about to begin a most important journey.
Inside Wisconsin Sports.
I can't wait.
WNFL. When things just don't add up, Trevor, Luddy, and Tommy ask the hard questions. Or they just point out how messed up stuff is.
I only have one question. Can you fly this plane and land it? Surely you can't be serious.
Do you view this season as a failure?
You asked me the same question last year.
What's the most important question the Badgers have to answer Saturday?
This is a great question. Oh my God, this is a great question.
It's time for I Have Questions, presented by Capital Credit Union on Inside Wisconsin.
In sports and in life, the right partner matters. At Capital Credit Union, they are there for you every step of the way. Capital Credit Union, doing the right thing. Text money to 79489 and learn how Capital Credit Union can do the right thing by you. I just saw the statement. Hunter Baumgart posted it on X. Carly Murata from TMJ4 just shared it again. If you missed it last night, in the Brewers game, Pat Murphy taught Cooper Pratt a lesson, or at least sent him a message. Here's what Pat had to say after the game. It's a little bit long, but follow with me. It says he's a young player, and we asked him to get a bunt down, and he pulled back on a strike. The first one, good attempt. Second one, he pulled back, and it was a strike right down the middle. The next at bat, he popped a ball up to right field and didn't run. And the ball landed and stopped. He would have easily made it to second base. What could have happened after that, I'm not sure. But you can't have a guy not understanding that. And I felt like after the first at-bat, when he didn't attempt at the bunt with a ball right down the middle, and then the second at-bat with the pop-up that landed fair and he wasn't at second, it was time to let him know that. And it's not laziness. I know who this kid is. He's a great kid. It's not laziness, but you got to have your head in the game. Because these games, like today, come down to Lindor's great catch or an errant throw, like we had with Hamilton to end the game. You've got to be locked in. And if you are going to play at this level, so hopefully it's a good learning experience to be locked in. He goes on to say, I love the kid, and I believe in the kid immensely. He's got to be a player that does those things. He's not going to hit 30 homers at this point in his career. He's a great defender and a really capable offensive player, and we can't have that. It's just not tolerated by anybody, and it sends a message to everybody else, too. You better run. So, and I have questions this morning on Inside Wisconsin with Trevor, Luddy, and Tommy, and our friends at Capital Credit Union. We saw how the game ended last night. If you missed it, David Hamilton, who was in at third, who got put in for Cooper Pratt while Cooper Pratt was at first base, was the one that had the errant throw that ultimately ended the game for the Brewers.
Yes.
The question, was it worth it? And do you support coaches benching a player like that?
So we have our first input from the text line. 608 writes in, I loved Pat's obvious message in the moment. First game all year, they needed to lose.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Can you pick a game in March to do that then, Pat?
This one doesn't matter. This didn't matter.
Well, in hindsight, it didn't matter because the Cubs lost as well.
But let's hypothetically say the Cubs didn't lose.
Still matters then.
It doesn't matter.
No, it matters. There are, remember, like we compare this to trail mix, and every game, yes, maybe it's just a raise. There are some raisins in the trail mix. There are some M&Ms.
The worst, the raisins.
Oh, pause. Yes. What's the worst? Let's go here quick.
I mean, actually, almonds are up there, too. The almonds, they get just stuck everywhere.
I mean, luckily, I clipped the show, so if I say this, I can decide not to clip it. All nuts are created equal in a trail mix. Okay?
I used to think you were crazy. Now I can see your nuts.
I know how to clip.
And
what were you saying? Sorry.
Yesterday was a nut. Yesterday was an
almond. What kind? Cashew, almond?
Yesterday was
peanut?
One of the bases of a trail mix. You have to
the base
eat
of
those.
a nut.
You
What is that?
you have to eat the protein from the trail mix for it to be any sort of healthy, right?
There's protein in trail mix?
Okay, that could have went a whole different
The
direction.
problem with the raisins is I'm used to Raisin Bran raisins where they've got the little bit of sugar on top, and these I can't do it.
Is there rye like Chex Mix in trail mix?
Depends on. There's some good ones where they throw in the Chex Mix.
I hate
but
the Chex.
It's got to be seasoned correctly. It's got to be seasoned
Wait
correctly.
till I bring in Amanda's Chex Mix. All right.
I
Great
mean,
Pat, let's come back.
I'm
Oh, yeah,
never
baseball.
making an
Benching
analogy
stuff.
ever again.
No, it's good. This is what makes this great. Is the ADHD overflows sometimes, mostly for me.
The 7 games in 10 days against the Cubs are the M&Ms. Right?
Heard, yeah.
Those are the M&Ms.
Obviously.
The random games against the Los Angeles Angels are raisins.
So when would you rather have Murph make this point?
A raisin
now against
game.
the Mets?
A raisin game.
Or the Cup, right. So that's why we need Cooper Pratt for the series against the Cubs.
But down the stretch here, when you have a month and change, you have to know that you are not going to get your protein today. That's what you are going to have to say. Okay, we're not going to get our protein. We'll get it tomorrow. Because if you're willing to do that, then okay, that's fine, but it defeats the purpose of the trail mix.
Michael in Appleton does a decent job of continuing the conversation. Prediction.
Thanks, because we need help.
Michael says we do. Brewers about to go win 10 straight. This was a refocusing for the whole team.
How many games? How many games until the Cubs?
Yeah, right.
Absolutely.
Well, 31st is your first one.
Love. I love that, Michael in Appleton, because I absolutely believe that's true. The team did not look focused last night.
You guys are right. Hey, get this out of the way before you got to play games that really matter in the standings. That
would
tilt
be.
things.
They have 5 games for that Cubs series starts. Then they would have 4 games of that Cubs series, and then 1 game against the Reds. That would put their next loss Saturday, September 5th.
Are they
in
4.5 up right now? 4.5 up, and then
5. No,
I think they got that half game because they still got to have the Cubs.
Yeah,
play
Cubs
on
are off Thursday, right?
Yes.
Cubs are off.
Oh, Cubs are off
5.5.
Thursday. Yes,
5.5.
thank you. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
5.5.
So
I
yeah,
was about
extend
to
that.
say.
You can extend
The
that
loss
to 6.
yesterday.
All right.
Yeah, I'm still. Look, I don't hate the message at all. If you want to bench Cooper Pratt because you feel like he needs to play better or needs to have a better headspace while playing, fine, albeit. Then no one else should be safe. We're gonna make an example out of Cooper Pratt because he's a young guy who got a contract. Is that why we're doing this?
Yeah, I'll give you that. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Then who should lead the team in benches right now? If you had the authority to bench a
know where you're
player
going.
on the Brewers, who should lead the team?
I got an idea.
Yes, you with the NAU basketball shirt.
The guys that aren't so great at the challenges. Like at some point, where's the line of like,
dude.
William, it's the first inning again. Like what?
So Gary Sanchez. Gary
Yeah, who's not a
Sanchez
great
should
option
lead
either.
the
Last
way.
night.
Who's the guy in AAA they traded for? He might be better, whoever he is.
Chet
Like,
Williams?
No, the catcher, Bo Naylor.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Yeah,
why not?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
give Bo a shot at the whole challenge thing.
right.
Because William, while you're a great player at times, my goodness, man.
Brandon
Two and a
Sproat.
half inches?
Brandon Sproat might have led the team in benches this year. He
Oh,
got
yeah, you
benched
went
a couple
wrong
of
there.
times.
Yeah.
Well, who just got pulled? Who just got pulled in the middle of the AB? Gasser?
Gasman,
yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't get sent down, which is what we thought was
Yeah,
going
we-
to happen.
Yeah.
Couldn't afford it.
I'm just
Yeah, no
saying,
kidding.
if we're looking at who should lead the team in getting benched, I don't necessarily think Cooper Pratt right away. I don't.
You know who else has gotten benched a couple times? My buddy Ben Giffen just texted me, and he agreed with what you said last night. Chad Patrick has lost our trust.
Yeah, it's brutal.
What did
right
I
now.
miss?
Oh,
I just
so
saw a
second
text.
pitch.
I just
Second
saw a
pitch, he
text that
was
said
on-
I'm done with Chad. Essentially,
Yeah, second pitch in. You gave up a tying or game. You gave up the lead.
was
right?
it a good
Yeah,
pitch
yeah,
that the
yeah.
dude found, or did he hang it?
It was. I don't care. I don't care. Home runs.
And Tommy is truly done.
Home runs are thrown, not hit.
Correct.
And he throws a lot of them, it feels like, as of late. And I was all in on Chad Patrick last year. I thought he kind of got a short end of the stick a lot of times.
I agree with that. Yeah.
And this year, maybe again, kind of mess with his psyche, being this starter, then turned reliever, which worked out great last year, but kind of was expecting something different for this year. However, yeah, I'm pretty over Chad Patrick. No one's mad at Trevor McGill from yesterday, right?
No,
I don't think so at all. I'm not worried about that.
I get that one out of the way now, right?
Would have got the out at home if we had
a lot
Cooper
of runners
in the
though.
game.
A lot of runners.
Yeah, I mean, I think they kind of had to in the 10th to try to get them a chance to turn something.
Have we had a team meeting this year? We had 2 of them last year.
Oh, yeah, a bunch of team meetings.
Has there been?
I think there's at least been 1 and maybe 2.
There was a bunch last year. You're right.
Yeah, I remember being up at training camp, and was it training camp or the draft? Draft.
Yeah, it was
during
real
the draft
early.
during that Giants series last year, and Heller's doing his show, and he's like,
There was a
not good right now. They're having a team meeting.
Giants series this year, they had team meeting. It was
What's
the
up with the
4-gamer in
San
Milwaukee.
Francisco trip?
Yeah.
How much fun is San Francisco? These guys are playing that bad.
The Giants.
I mean, the
own
town.
them.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, all I'm saying is benching players who should be in the lead for that for the Brewers.
Well, there's more questions from the text line 79489, and we'll hear from Cooper Pratt in the Sound of the Day. The conversation continues and the questions continue with Capital Credit Union up next on Inside Wisconsin. Stick with us. Trevor, Luddy, Tommy, 99.7 WNFL, youtube.com/Inside Wisconsin. Stay here, Darren.
LP Meridian has been part of this community since 1903, helping families get the floors they love at a price that works for them. Hardwood, luxury vinyl, tile, including Shaw Floors' line of Pet Perfect carpet for beautiful durability you can trust at LP Meridian.
Since 1903, under your feet, LP Meridian, where quality and budget meet.
An orthopedic injury can happen in an instant or develop slowly over years. Either way, you just want to feel like yourself again. At Amplify Health, our approach to orthopedic care is to treat the whole person, not just the injury. Our team of orthopedic specialists support you through every stage of recovery so you can get your strength back, your mobility back, your life back. Orthopedic care from Amplify Health by Bellin. A little empathy changes everything.
We are talking Toyota with Bob Lemieux of Lemieux Toyota in Ashwaubenon. Bob, it certainly has been a summer like no other over at Lemieux.
I've been doing this car gig a long, long time, and I've never seen a lineup quite like this. And we're hitting on all cylinders here at Lemieux. This lineup is simply awesome. From our cars to our trucks to our SUVs, we got something for everyone. Quality and value is consistent, and it's just a great time. We take advantage of the great lease rates and the great finance rates. Plus, we're looking for trades, and we're making it easy for people to trade into a new car by giving them top trading allowance for their trade-in. So it's just a great time to be in the market. I know the parking lot's not quite full, but cars and trucks are coming in big numbers, and it's fast they're coming in and go out the door. So if you don't see quite what you're looking for, get with our sales team here at Lemieux, and we'll line up one of these great cars and trucks, because chances are it's coming in the next few days here at Lemieux.
Start your experience at LemieuxToyota.com. Then, Bob, how do we find you?
We're right here in the heart of Ashwaubenon, Matt, on the corner of Pilgrim Way and United Street.
That is Bob Lemieux from Lemieux Toyota.
I take M Drive every morning. Here's why. Once men get into their 40s, the body starts changing. Testosterone naturally declines, energy drops, and keeping weight off, well, it gets harder. I know I've felt it myself. That's why I take M Drive every day. M Drive is made for men over 40 with clinically tested ingredients that support healthy testosterone, steady energy, metabolism, and fat burning. It's not about hype. It's not a shortcut. When M Drive first came to me, I was skeptical. I wanted to try it before I put my name on it. Now I take it every day because I believe in it. In fact, M Drive has been helping men for nearly 20 years. It's the #1 men's health brand at Sprouts. Don't let age beat you. Go to mdriveformen.com and use code PRO for 20% off your first order. That's mdriveformen.com. Use code PRO. Don't wait. It only gets harder. Start today. M Drive. For men who still show up.
Hop in a John Deere Gator XUV for a day's work. Let's see what's on the to-do list. There goes the tree. And the fence. Not a problem. Because you've got a cargo box filled with solutions. Up to 4,000 pounds of towing capacity. And you're ready to roll.
The power's out!
Here we go again. The Gator XUV, built for every kind of workday. Learn more at johndeere.com/GatorXUV. Nothing runs like a deer.
Teachers are diverse, skilled leaders, innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Teaching shapes lives. Are you ready? Explore teaching at teach.org, supported by the U.S. Department of Education and 1 million teachers of color.
Fox 11, the most accurate forecast team in Northeast Wisconsin. Another reason why the team that covers the storm has you covered.
I really hate the Mets. I know it's from 2 years ago and Uke and the home runs and all those, but I really hate the Mets.
That I need someone. I don't care if it's a Brewer. I would love it to be a Brewer. But when Jeffrey Yan throws a meatball and someone hits a no-doubt home run to jump and hit the splits.
Hey, we were talking about Wagovi during the break. Is Chris Christie at these games? Remember him being here in Milwaukee for that series?
Wagovi.
Yeah, isn't that what the weight loss thing?
Did he use it? I haven't seen him in a minute.
Who knows?
I feel like he's not easy to miss.
Correct.
Good call.
I just remember that series, him buying the first row seats.
Oh, yeah.
And being like, wow, he really is that chunky.
Stu Feiner was in the crowd, if you guys know. And Aaron Agler.
Hey, thanks.
Last night, yeah.
Inside Wisconsin, Trevor, Luddy, Tommy, 99.7 WNFL, youtube.com/Inside Wisconsin. Thanks for sticking with us through the break. We appreciate you. It's time for the sound of the day, and it connects right back to the I Have Questions we just got through. It's Cooper Pratt after last night's game going, yeah, I'm not going to do that again.
Cooper, what message do you take from that moment tonight?
I got to be better. Stuff that can't happen. It's not winning baseball. Didn't help the team win. And it won't happen again, that's for sure. From the not getting the bunt down to not running hard to first and turning it into a double. It won't happen again. I can promise you that. It's not winning baseball. And, yeah.
It won't happen again.
And
between legs.
And yeah.
And
yeah.
Yeah, it's not
and
winning
yeah, I
baseball.
think I got that right with what they wanted me to say.
That is just stereotype. You got your ass chewed out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Like you said, tail between legs. There was no doubt in my mind he was feeling it after that. And again, did you guys see like Sal Frelick giving him some words of encouragement in the dugout? That kind of went viral on Twitter.
Love that.
Sal's like, I've been there, don't worry.
Yeah, probably.
Pretty much.
Probably more than anyone. Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
Who just
This one time I jumped into the wall when I didn't need to jump, and I got yelled at for about 4 days.
Yeah.
Anybody lip reading out there? Because I tried and I got nothing with what
or with
what
Sal
had to say to Cooper.
Let me see here if I can.
Did John Boy grab something? I mean, I almost wanted to be like, "Oh, welcome to the club, kid," and he slapped him on the chest, and they moved on with life. How did Yelich not get benched from the 9-2-0? I thought that's where you were going, Tommy.
Because one is how he's playing, the other one is effort. Is that what we're comparing?
That's a good point.
How they're playing
Really
versus
good point.
effort?
So are you saying that
at least Yelly's out there giving it his all? He just not very good right now.
Yeah,
well,
he cares.
last night he came through. Okay, so maybe that's the point, right? Is if you're efforting,
correct?
If you're efforting,
it's got multiple meanings.
Yeah.
There you go.
If you're efforting,
sorry, I could have told me to turn your mic off.
Then that means I was just throwing dice. Versus not playing well. So you're going to get the chance to get off of the slump and out of it. Versus if you ain't trying, you ain't playing.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, that's good. That was a really good call up. Did you see Jeff from Luxembourg here? Makes a good point.
Go ahead, read that one.
Cooper Pratt will never forget last night and the feeling he had coming out of that game. Pat did what he felt was the right decision for the culture of the team. For me, Jeff says, that matters more than a singular regular season game.
Yeah, I mean,
agree.
this is where me and Cooper Pratt differ as people. I would have 50.75 million reasons to not care about that situation afterwards. That's the contract extension, by the way. But yeah, I mean, you could tell it really affected him. And I'm sure, when you have a guy like Pat Murphy, who is the manager of the Brewers, who's had this tough love, elder style of managing over the last 3 seasons now, that I'm sure a strong personality like that and a good ass chewing is sometimes what you need when you're 21 years old and you're coming to the major leagues.
He's coached guys older than him at the college level and probably had to be on those guys way worse than he ever did Cooper Pratt.
Good point, too.
Do you get what I mean by that? Like, just got to motivate. I had an ex-girlfriend that went to Arizona State University. I've been around that campus a good bit. It would be easy to get distracted. Let's just say that.
How many times, Luddy,
especially as a baseball player,
Luddy, have you ever gotten the call from a coach where it's like, we need you to go talk to him, like let him hear it?
In what regard? I'm sorry.
And guy gets in trouble, guy does
disciplinary.
something. Yeah,
and me as the coach,
yes.
You are the guy who has to go in there and start yelling.
You played center, right?
Yeah.
I was the toughest on the center more than any other player. We ran the no huddle, and I had to be like that. There's certain levels of expectations that you have for certain players. Was I going to light up Max Alba, our starting quarterback, who was a 39th round draft pick for the Angels in 2011? No, 20 whatever. No, I was different to him than I was our center. Do you get what I mean? Like, there's different levels of how you treat players because you know which guys can take it more, if that makes sense.
Correct. I used to say that, where I was the guy who got yelled at because they knew I'd show up the next
day.
day.
I think Cooper Pratt's one of those guys too. This is just the first of him getting yelled at, and he was probably like, "Oh boy, I don't need this anymore."
How does the team rebound today, for lack of better terms? Because that should have been a wake up call to everybody. They look sloppy.
I don't think they need a meeting. I think that got figured out on its own.
Is it a message because he's got a contract, or because he's just a player on the team?
It's a player on the team.
Yeah.
Really? Because I think it makes more of an example out of a guy who's making $50 million by the time his time is done.
If Blake Perkins made this mistake when he was on the team, making
$1
million a year or whatever,
sent down to Nashville. Like, that's his message.
Well,
right.
What about the same message to Brandon Sproat?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Sent down to Nashville.
And that was a message.
I think that...
I don't think it has anything to do with his contract. I never even considered that, actually.
What was that?
I don't think it had anything to do with his contract. I never even considered that. It was the moments in the game, in the middle or towards the end of a season, with the best record in baseball, and that's how you're going to show up? Come here.
Sure, I get that. And again, it's a young, immature thought process, and we're trying to nip the bad habits. So I am totally in agreement that it was strictly based on, from Murphy's perspective, strictly based on, the effort being given in that moment from Cooper Pratt. And he actually listed 2 reasons. So in a sense, he gave him a chance to redeem himself throughout the game. But it doesn't hurt that he's got a contract extension. And now any guy who's making the league minimum in there, a la your Sal Freliks and your other $800,000 a year guys, that is... I will bench your ass even if you got a deal.
Period. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then you got him under control too for all these years.
Right.
This is the first of many if you don't shape up.
Just put that out there. I mean, not that this is going to happen, because I do think he will make more money, but Cooper Pratt has more money promised to him in his career than Bryce Terang does right now.
Gary Sheffield once threw balls over guys' heads, a lot of stuff to get traded out of Milwaukee. Can you imagine if his manager would have been Murph? How different Gary Sheffield's career would have been. He would have been ostracized, let's just say, to a degree.
Is there a scarier person to walk past on their way back into the dugout than Pat Murphy?
No.
I was like,
I used to work in sports. I've been around a lot of coaches. He's got that edge to him where you're like,
should the Packers bring in Pat Murphy just in an advisory role to just be the designated ass chewer?
Yes.
You know he started in football, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder.
He's a badass too, right?
Yeah. He is a badass.
It's another one.
Kind of the Brewers play on Saturday. Night game?
I know they're all night games for this Mets series. They're all 6.
And then they come home against the Rangers. I know Friday night's a night game.
6:15. 6:15.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So he can't make it to the joint practice. He can make it to joint practice if they helicopter him or something like that.
I don't think that's happening. Dangerous.
Yeah. True. Good point.
Well, either that or you got to go to Cabela's.
Free parking.
Nice.
discount. It's the Malott Meats Morning Mind Dump coming up next, friends.
Joint practice.
Joint practice. What are the most important things to analyze in today's joint practice? Because that will happen today. If you go on Twitter or read the articles from the beat writers afterwards, you think the analyzation has happened so far in camp, today is the day. It's the last public practice for the fans, so I expect the stands to be completely jam-packed. The joint practice with the Arizona Cardinals. And will Jordan Love shine today? Dan Orlovsky had something to say about Jordan Love on Get Up a few days ago. We're going to play that noise for you next on the Malott Meats Morning Mind Dump on Inside Wisconsin with Trevor, Luddy, and Tommy on 99.7 WNFL and YouTube.com/Inside Wisconsin. Good to see Matt the Meat Man yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Taking good care of us, man. Mm-hmm. And he wants to take good care of all of us. WisconsinMeatMarket.com. That's where you make that happen. You guys got plans this weekend?
I got the family in town for me. Go over.
Oh, nice.
Friday, going to the game, and I got
the Packers game.
Yes, I got my family. I have some of my family, and I think some of Alyssa's family is also coming in this weekend. So got to figure that out.
I'm going to 2 Brewer games. Booked hotel rooms for Friday night yesterday at Pato. I'm broke.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely going to need to hit the blackjack table and get that back.
That's what they want you to do.
Yeah,
all great stories.
I'll let you know if it works.
Mm-hmm.
Stick with us. Inside Wisconsin on WNFL.
Hi, this is Dan, residential specialist with Robinson Heating and Cooling. The summer heat is on. If your AC unit isn't cooling like it used to, or it seems to always need repairing, now's the time to look at replacing it. At Robinson Heating and Cooling, we'll help you find the right system for your home, your comfort, and your budget. No pressure, just honest recommendations from people who know heating and cooling. Stay ahead of the heat. Call to schedule an AC replacement estimate today. Robinson Heating and Cooling, your comfort, our commitment.
Looking for fun and excitement? Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg has over 800 slot machines waiting for you. Stay in comfort with our premium guest rooms and deluxe suites, and enjoy dining with exceptional service, a casual atmosphere, and flavorful cuisine. Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg, conveniently located on Highway 45, 1 mile north of Highway 29 in Wittenberg, Wisconsin. It's your destination for thrills, relaxation, and great food, all in one place. Big wins, bright lights. Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg Nights.
School supply list a mile long? Take a break at Mackinaw's Grill and Spirits on Voyager Drive in Green Bay. It's a real log cabin, 6 stone fireplaces, a grizzly on the wall, and cheese curds worth the stop. Sit down, cool off, grab lunch before the next door. And when football's on, Mackinaw's is your pregame and postgame headquarters. Big screens, cold taps, and a menu that beats stadium food every time. Mackinaw's Grill and Spirits, Voyager Drive in Green Bay, where rustic, casual, and great food come together. We'll see you at the cabin.
So we're talking to Dr. Jim right now from the Joint Chiropractic. And Doctor, what can you tell us about young athletes and what you can do for them?
There's a few things we can do to help young athletes. One of them is to keep them in shape for their sport that they're participating in. Another one is to avoid further injury.
Now, if they get injured, what can you do for them then?
We can reduce their pain, increase their performance, and improve their function.
So if they want to come in and talk to you, what should they do?
They can contact us at the Joint Chiropractic. They can walk into our clinic location, which is on South Oneida Street, or online at thejoint.com.
Doing the dishes is something you put off, not protecting your legacy. Hey, it's Trevor from Inside Wisconsin. When I think about Hooper Law Office, I think about people who truly care and want to make estate planning simple for you like they did for us. They're the experts in wills and trusts. They take the time to do it right. And that's why so many people say they're worth the wait. And now here's the thing. Sometimes getting an appointment can take a few weeks. But don't let that stop you from protecting what matters most. And if you want to get started sooner, you can attend one of their free will and trust seminars. You can register online at hooperlawoffice.com. Estate planning isn't something to put off. It's something to take care of now. So put Hooper Law Office on that honey-do list today and take the first step toward protecting your family and your future. Hooper Law Office with locations in Appleton, Oshkosh, and Green Bay, or schedule a virtual appointment. Evening hours are available. Everyone has a legacy, yourself included. So let's protect it together with Hooper Law.
WNFL Green Bay and W270 AJ Green Bay. This is sports. This is WNFL.
I have found that the Capital Credit Union website
mobile or desktop or even the app, are so easy to use.
Security is very important to us because our members' money is their money. And that's all about building trust. So when you come to us and you go on our digital banking app or you visit us online or you move money or you open up an account, you can be assured that the security that we have behind there to protect you is there.
Capital Credit Union, capitalcu.com.
Your next opportunity could be waiting at KBR Floors & More. They're hiring a front desk position that combines customer service, organization, and some sales. If you're friendly, confident, and enjoy helping customers find what they need, they want to hear from you. Apply at kbrfloorsandmore.com today.
KBR Floors and More. Floors that you will adore.
WNFL sports news goes now.
Brewers and Mets opening a 3-game set in New York on Tuesday. Kyle Harrison got the ball last night, 5 innings of 1-run ball. Brewers had a 1-0 lead, top of the 5th inning. Cooper Pratt, a bloop single to right field. He could not extend that into a double. Manager Pat Murphy thought he should. He lifted him from that game, put David Hamilton into the game. Brewers down 2-1, top of the 9th inning. Christian Yelich pinch hitting a game-tying RBI double. Brewers still had runners on 2nd and 3rd. Nobody out, but could not get the go-ahead run home. 2 for 14 with runners in scoring position last night. Top of the 10th inning, Brewers could not get the ghost runner moved over. Bottom of the 10th inning, bases loaded, 1 down. Trevor McGill working his 2nd inning. Got a ground ball to third base, easy out at home, but Hamilton throws wide of the plate. Winning run scores. Mets take it by 3-2 final. Cubs do lose in walk-off fashion last night, 5-4. Brewers back at it tonight, a 6-10 first pitch. Can't believe we're to the final training camp practice of the year. That is coming up later this morning. Joint practice with the Cardinals getting underway at 11:30. I'm John Hensler, WNFL.
WNFL.
The greatest show on earth. The greatest attraction of all time. The one and only.
Inside Wisconsin sports from Lambeau to AmFam Field, Camp Randall, the Kohl Center, and Fiserv Forum. The people, the stories, and the patriotism of America's Dairyland. Welcome to Inside Wisconsin.
Crowd is here, about to blow, waiting for me to start the show. Out the curtain lights to welcome home. Wow!
The 0-2 to Morrell. Ground ball to third. Hamilton coming home. It's wide, and the Mets win the game.
It unfortunately was that simple in the end. David Hamilton threw it away, and the Mets win the game.
Why was David Hamilton in the game?
Cooper Pratt pooed the bed. Effort. Lack of effort, not play.
Ability.
Big difference. Big difference. Audio courtesy of Brewers TV. What's up, Wisconsin? Welcome back. Hour 2, Inside Wisconsin. Trevor, Luddy, and Tommy. Sports, stories, and patriotism. That's what you get from us here on 99.7 and 101.9 WNFL, the all-new 99.7 WNFL app, and via the video stream. Join us here, like Josh P. Vegas does, at Inside Wisconsin on YouTube, at Inside Wisco on Twitter, and at WNFL Green Bay on YouTube and Twitter as well. Josh says, couldn't disagree more about Pratt, Trevor. Murphy outmanaged himself again. This loss is on him, in my opinion. Don't get it twisted. This loss is 100% on Pat Murphy. And it's okay. He was willing to lose the game to make that move yesterday. So disagree with me in regard to it being the right move. That's fine. But I agree. The loss is on Murph, and I don't care. And nor does Murph, and I think that's the message. Time for the Malott Meets Morning Mindup.
I hear voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me.
Let's get some things off our chest and out of our heads. It's time for the Morning Mind Dump.
You don't know what it's like to be me out here for you. It is an up at dawn, pride-swallowing siege that I will never fully tell you about, okay?
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore. I'm in a glass case of emotion.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
We got no food, we got no jobs, our pets' heads are falling off!
Brought to you by Malat Meats. High quality meats at a fair price. Safely delivered to your front door. To learn more, visit WisconsinMeatMarket.com. Experience the power of the family meal with Malat Meats on Inside Wisconsin.
When I say Matt the Meat Man and Malat Meats care about the power of the family meal, I literally mean it. Like, that guy wants to take care of you and your family. That family cares about your family and the power of your family meal. When you had two boys in high school like Amanda and I do now, those family meals are few and far between. And so, WisconsinMeatMarket.com gives you the opportunity to go on there, get high-quality meats at a fair price, safely delivered to your front door, and then plan a family meal around that. Whatever that is that you get there, and experience the power of the family meal. Because I can tell you from firsthand experience, they're not nearly as often as they used to be. And we took that for granted, and they don't want you to, like we did. WisconsinMeatMarket.com. Go there today, place an order, and your life is better. Like, is that fair? Is that a fair statement, guys? Improve your life at WisconsinMeatMarket.com.
And you don't need to spend that much on seasoning because they're so dang good without, just some salt.
Seriously.
That's about it.
That's really about it.
Some pepper, salt and pepper.
All right. Joint practice today for the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals. The analysis will be abound in today's practice. Dan Orlovsky is real good at the analysis, at least in my opinion. Had a lot to say about Jordan Love a few days ago on Get Up. And I want to pause here just for a second and say he gets it right a lot. And I have only heard him talk this way about Jordan Love. I want you guys to tell me if you think he got it right.
I think, real quick on Dan Orlovsky, I think there's guys, Tommy, that are former players that wish the mind was better than the ability. Do you get what I mean? Like,
Sure.
Dan saw the game really well, but the ability wasn't there, hence him running out of the back of the end zone when Jared Allen's chasing him.
When anyone thinks of Dan Orlovsky, that's the first play you think of. He just ran out of the back of the end zone.
So I get what you're saying. This is a guy that the most trustworthy of the X's and O's guys in the NFL for sure, or NFL media. You ready? Sorry.
Some of the throws he makes and the way that it is effortless are absurd. If this group can stay healthy, Christian Watson, Matthew Golden had 2 or 3 plays that they need him to take that step forward. But I somehow still truly deep down believe that this dude is undervalued. I think he is so sensational.
Love you're talking about.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He is sensational throwing the football. And if we just took guys out there and said throw, he would be in that category with Joe and Lamar and Josh and Patrick. He would be in that category, just flat out throwing the ball.
So what do we want to see from Jordan Love today, flat out throwing the ball in this joint practice?
I think that's it. Flat out throw the ball.
Sure.
Like, I don't need. Is everyone terrified for Marshawn Lloyd today? Everyone in that boat going up
Yeah,
against.
it's a big Pierre Strong day for me.
Like,
go out there, Pierre.
That's
go
good
ahead.
fun.
Jordan Love, don't sack him. They can't during this anyway.
Yeah. Hence a fight will start if a
God,
sack
yeah.
happens
So-
on either
It's even
side.
close. Either side.
Well, Carson back, maybe no one will care.
Go ahead, start slinging the rock around, and let's see him carve up Arizona's defense because of him slinging the rock around. That's what I would love to see today. I would love to see a great play from Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, Matthew Golden, one of them, you name it. Give some sort of confidence in that way. And hey, you know what, Brandon Cisse? How about you start to really separate yourself from the rest of the pack here now too, with another big player, a big day as well. I don't know if Marvin Harrison's going to be in this or not.
I hope so, because that would be a good matchup.
I don't know
That'd
if
be a
he
fun
has
matchup.
Nixon.
Well, I mean, I'm not.
What about him?
I think Marvin Harrison is kind of a good stepping stone. I don't think of him as a wide receiver 1. He's just the Cardinals wide receiver 1.
Unless he's making a big step that we just haven't seen yet because we haven't been at Cardinals practice, but I agree with you. He's not as good as his dad.
So go ahead, have him on there, make a big play over, don't get burned the entire day. I would like to see Brandon Cisse and Jordan Love ball out the most today.
Back to what Orlovsky was saying, I'll go real quick, 20 seconds here. There's going to be a play where wow, I did it. Where Jordan Love is getting pressured and he changes his arm angle and throws a ball and it's going to be like a 20-yard gain and it's supposed to be a sack. That's what Dan Orlovsky's saying. He can make every throw now way more than he ever could in the past. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Just stay healthy, Jordan.
Do you think that Jordan Love is underrated?
Yes, 100%.
Why?
because people around the league think of the recency bias and look at him and go, oh, he lost those games down in Chicago. No, dude, he's better. He's gotten better every single year from 20 to 21 to 22 to now. It's like, I don't know. He's a top 5 quarterback in my mind. And I'm serious. I'm dead serious. I've got to watch him at practice, got to watch him rip the ball in the game. And I'm like, okay, it's translating to the game. That's the one thing that you can do it at practice. Can you do it in a game? I've seen him on 2 different drives, and he's been good, been more than good.
But why do you
and
think,
I know it's the preseason.
But why do you think the rest of the NFL, or even maybe in the rest of the NFC North, don't think that?
The recency bias. You've got good teams in the league, or in the division, and you've also got Caleb Williams, who's going to overshadow him just because of who he is.
So what I hear you saying, before you chime in, Tommy, what I hear you saying, Luddy, is recency bias in that because there are other quarterbacks that
don't help either.
Great, therefore they don't give Jordan Love as much credit as he deserves.
Chicago media will always love the upside of Caleb Williams, and that's going to translate to the national media, especially because some of their people that are on their local stations also are in national media, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think the rest of the league just would like to see him play in an NFC championship game. Like, if we're going to make that, I think winning is what quarterbacks are judged the most on in the NFL. And top 5, well, he wasn't one of the 4 quarterbacks playing in a championship game last year, and that's kind of a barometer for some people at this point, especially, and that's not even including, the supreme talented ones of, Josh Allen, right? He wasn't in a championship game last year, was he? Were the Bills in the AFC championship game?
I can't keep track of that Bills team. I just know they lose before the Super Bowl every
another
year.
one who got banged up, right? Just, I think that winning is why Jordan Love has been judged maybe unfairly to some people, but
the recency bias of them not playing well at the end of last year.
Sam Darnold just won a Super Bowl, right? I mean, things can change. I don't think any people thought that was going to happen, so it's not like the book is out on Jordan Love by any means, but yeah, I think you want to see him win more playoff games, and specifically win more playoff games against your division on top of that too. Now, was last year in Chicago his fault? No, I don't think anyone's saying that. He balled out in that game. But you're judged on winning if you're a quarterback in the NFL. That's what determines top 5 status, if you will. And he has not won in a top 5 status.
He needs to perform well today, too, as well as members of the defense. Who needs to stick out on the defense for you? Zaire Alexander?
Lucas Van Ness.
Jeez. Zaire Franklin? Lucas Van Ness.
Lucas Van Ness, man.
Cisse. I'm really curious to see how Trace Mack kicks with people that want to kill him.
Yeah, good call.
They're not rushing like they should be in a game, like they do in a game.
Oh, I bet you they do. I bet you they do.
Tommy, do they?
I think they will.
So like full-fledged 11 on 11
I mean, they're
field
in
goal
full
attempts
pads today, right?
I'd hope so.
Yeah. So
on the field where he has not been perfect. The game field,
right,
100% perfect. And this field, not so much. So we'll see how that goes for Trace Mack in the joint practice today against the Cardinals. How much time do you think the LaFleurs are going to spend together on the practice field today?
Oh, man. Okay. Let's see. How many people on the beat are going to post that photo? Rob Domofsky.
At WNFL Green Bay will post a video of them posing together.
Other.
Yes.
Big day to follow Andy Herman. Follow Andy Herman at Andy Herman NFL today. That'll be a good one. I don't know if he's going to post the photo, though. Schneidman's going to post that photo.
I like how Andy Herman goes at it differently than the rest of the guys on the beat.
Oh, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Play-by-play.
Yeah, but also great opinion along with it. That's what he does so well.
Well, Andy Herman
let's be honest, he knows the game pretty well.
He's a ball knower. Yeah.
We should get him on sometime soon again to just assess camp and see what he thinks about the 53-man next week, knowing that cutdown day is Sunday, and it needs to be at 53 before 5 p.m. Central on Sunday, which makes me think of this. We talked about how the 47-man is most likely set.
Mm-hmm.
The 6 that make it 53 that will most likely not suit up on game day, those positions may still be open. Are there things that we can see out of this joint practice today that would really make us worried? Because if the positive side would make us really optimistic, are there things that we could see today that go, oh, God?
The offensive line could get me worried
Yeah,
today.
no kidding.
That's a good call.
Jordan
Yeah.
Morgan, that's another one I think we should be watching pretty heavily in this game today, especially if he's going up against, hypothetical future Packer Josh Sweat. I would
We'll
love
all be watching for a conversation with him.
Jordan Morgan, that's another one where I would love to be proven wrong. But if things go bad today, I will get into an unnecessary panic about Jordan Morgan.
I'm excited to see Jeremiah Love, third overall pick running
Highest
back.
paid running back in the NFL.
Right. The running backs don't get picked that high. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you better be good.
The offensive line is a spot where I do not think it is set in stone yet.
No, I think that's an ever-changing thing. And if Aaron Banks sucks during the year, they're going to bench his ass for
they
Jacob
will.
Monk or Jager Burton.
But who's going to start?
I'm not. I would. You know what?
Who's going to be with the ones today? Who will be the ones today?
That's what I was just going to say. That's actually the best thing we can take from today, right? Is who's the ones against Arizona in the joint practice. We haven't brought that up even, where I am curious to see what the offensive line looks like. I'm not really concerned about wide receiver matchups. The cornerback room, again, like if Cisse is out there, I won't be surprised. If he's at cornerback 1, I think I'll be a little surprised. But the offensive line and how they align in the first joint practice against Arizona, that's what I'm actually the most curious. And really, it's the guards, right? I just want to see if they do have Jager Burton out there, if Anthony Belton is working his way back to that position. I'm not sure what they're going to do with the offensive line against Arizona.
Man, there are some guys on this roster as I look at the Arizona Cardinals team that I'm like, who are some of these people? Like names they are so young. Besides the running backs of Tyler Algier, James Conner, and Jeremiah Love, and Marvin Harrison Jr. and Josh Sweat, there ain't too many household names on this roster.
Jacoby, put some respect on Jacoby's name.
My bad. America's backup quarterback. By the way, Gardner Minshew on the Arizona Cardinals roster.
Oh, that's
how
awesome.
great is that mustache going to be? Where is the mustache at?
Is he going
That's
to
what
win
I'm
a
looking for
football
at
game?
practice.
Is he going to win a football game this year for the Cardinals?
No.
Okay.
A, he's on the Cardinals, and B, he's probably their second or third stringer.
Oh, man. I don't even know if I can name another Cardinal after that.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I used to know all the kickers when I worked with kickers, but no, I don't do that anymore.
Michael in Appleton at 79489. That's the text line here at Inside Wisconsin with Trevor, Luddy, and Tommy. Michael says, one of you should come sit in the bleachers. I guarantee our view is better than the sideline view you guys get. Michael,
probably, yeah.
100% true. And when you are given the opportunity to walk inside the fence by the Green Bay Packers, you say, thank you very much, and you walk inside the fence. Yes. Do we want to ask Goody today, who speaks at 10 a.m., anything specific about how camp went? 79489.
I feel like...
I don't. It's playing itself out how I think it went. It's supposed to go.
Well, but he's going to talk for probably a solid 15-ish minutes, 20-ish minutes.
I would ask about the roster configuration with building a 53-man and evaluating if you'll have 50 to 52 from your current team.
Sure.
Something along the lines of how do you evaluate finalizing a 53-man roster with cut down day across the NFL? Is there looking at, do you not look at other teams until later on who could build these back end roster spots? Or are you actively kind of paying attention to anyone who could be a part of this team that's not a part of the team currently right now? Because I guarantee you there will be one player who is not in camp right now that is a member of the 53-man rosters.
Do you remember this time last year? Rashawn Gary was still on the team. Lucas Van Ness, those are your two starting defensive ends. There was no Micah Parsons this time last year.
Wasn't Micah the 25th? 25th? 27th?
Is it the anniversary of Micah Parsons becoming a Green Bay
Bay just
Packer?
forget that?
No, I think it happened the week prior to the Lions game. That was like a September 1st thing, if I remember correctly. Later, like end of... yeah, we're coming up.
August 28th.
Yeah.
Will we be on air? Or is that Sunday?
That's Saturday. That's Friday.
That's Friday?
Yeah, we'll be on air.
Okay, so we got to make sure.
Should we
if Michael
re-break the
wants to
news a
join
year
us.
later?
August 28th, 2025, yeah. I was pretty sure I called it that morning, by the way, on Andy Herman's show.
I would ask Goody how he keeps the job fun, because this next few days, not so fun. hardest conversations they have pretty much all year long.
Yeah.
So how do you keep it fun during a time when you got to build the next championship roster for the Green Bay Packers, and you're going to need to tell a lot of guys that they're losing their job this week?
They're still getting paid, though, on the practice squad, most of them. The guys, the real tough conversations.
Well, but there's a big cut down.
I think the tougher conversation is the one with the coaches, especially the offensive and defensive staff. Who gets that extra player? You know what I mean? Like, who gets that 53rd? Does he go to the offense? Does he go to the defensive side? Those are the arguments I've been a part of at the college level when you're trying to trim a roster to 100, 104, whatever it is. Those arguments are crazy because every guy wants to advocate for their own position. So those are the ones that I think are probably tougher. Yeah, sitting across from a 20-something-year-old and telling him that he's not good enough to make a roster, I feel like Goody's probably pretty numb to it at this point, in a good way.
A Would You Rather Wednesday here at Inside Wisconsin with Trevor, Luddy, and Tommy. Get your Would You Rathers in now wherever we're streaming live video at YouTube at WNFL Green Bay or Inside Wisconsin, over on Twitter at WNFL Green Bay or at Inside Wisco, or plain old radio and the audio and the text line 79489. We're here all over the place on 99.7 WNFL. Would You Rather Wednesday. Up next. Stay here. And when it comes time to sell said home in paradise, it can create the exact opposite experience. When Charles and Kathy needed to sell their spot on the water in Watoma, it needed to happen quick. Cue the stress point. And that's why they hired Tiffany Holtz. Tiffany came in with creative marketing strategies. She staged the home to perfection, took beautiful pictures, and even had drone shots taken to capture the lake. And within just 6 days of listing the home for $890,000, Tiffany secured a full price cash offer. If your property didn't sell like this one, let Tiffany bring a fresh perspective and updated marketing efforts to the table, and you'll quickly become a believer, just like Charles and Kathy did when you experience the Tiffany Holtz difference for yourself. Get in touch with Tiffany online at tiffanyholtz.com or just Google Tiffany Holtz Real Estate. That's Tiffany Holtz Real Estate and RELAX. And you should probably start packing too.
Hey, it's Corey, and we've been talking a lot with the amazing doctors at Bay Care Clinic Orthopedics and Sports Medicine in Green Bay, and there really is a difference in their care. Talking today with Dr. Zems. Doctor, what makes Bay Care unique?
I think the Bay Care brand, what makes them unique is really the interaction and fellowship between the partners, like that family setting that you really appreciate when you're in a town.
And how do you carry that out in your practice?
A very compassionate approach to my patients, both from my time in the military to covering major sports teams to just trying to get people back on the pickleball court. I just really have that personal connection with my patients because I genuinely want them to be able to return to the things that they enjoy.
And you're a Green Bay guy. I feel like you really understand this community.
Spending most of my life here in Green Bay, Wisconsin, growing up here, I feel like I have a finger on the pulse of the folks and the people here, personal, emotional attachments to that community.
Thanks, Dr. Zems. Get back to the life you want to live at baycareclinic.com. That's baycareclinic.com.
As a fitness coach, my active psoriatic arthritis can slow me down. With Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, I'm treating my skin and joint symptoms so I can keep moving. Skyrizi, a prescription-only injection for adults, helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And for those who have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible. With Skyrizi, there's no daily dosing. It's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement. And that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
'We're taking Inside Wisconsin to the streets.
Monday, during Packers season, join WNFL for the 5th quarter, live from Narrow Bridge in Howard.
Hey, it's Trevor, Luddy, and Tommy from Inside Wisconsin.
Come grab a beer with us after work while we talk everything Packers.
The show is live from 6 to 7 on Mondays at Narrow Bridge in Howard.
We'd love to see you and get your thoughts on the game and the season.
The 5th quarter is back on WNFL.
And it's presented by Robinson Heating and Cooling.
Find out more.
Text quarter to 79489.
We think about what it would be like to fall in love. We never imagined that we could find ourselves in a place where things are not safe. There is help. There is hope. Call 920-212-SAFE. Reach out today. We're here for you.
The next time you're told to take a hike, take one on a Brown County trail. Find a trail near you by logging onto browncountywi.gov, then click on Community and Parks Department.
A Would You Rather Wednesday here on Inside Wisconsin with Trevor, Luddy, and Tommy. 99.7, 101.9 WNFL, youtube.com/Inside Wisconsin and at WNFL Green Bay. There, as well as is the Twitter page for WNFL at Inside Wisco over there. Lots of video streaming, lots of interaction with you in the comments section or on the text line 79489. Would you rather time on Inside Wisconsin? Let's start with the text line. This is really good. From the 920, who said, would you rather the Packers wear the rivalry uniform full-time for every home game, or the Brewers wear the Wisco uniforms full-time for every home game?
First of all, two things can be true. This is probably the best fan-submitted would you rather we've gotten.
Yep.
But still, to me, it's not even close. I would rather the Brewers wear the Wisco jerseys. Not even close.
Yeah.
It's not even the same category. It's not even the same stratosphere.
These are the Green Bay Packers with the history since 1919.
Don't care. I want these new jerseys over the Brewers baby blue and the pinstripes. Forget it. You guys.
The baby blue, the ones they wore yesterday?
With the gray pants?
I love those. Those are maybe my favorite.
That's what I'm saying. We would have to give up, first off, we're forgetting something.
We are.
If they wear the Wisco jerseys, that means we never see the M and the B. Forget it.
It's behind home plate.
I am. The new jerseys and the new uniforms for the Packers still have the G.
Yeah, on a white background.
Don't care.
Not.
I'd rather
not
have
how
the
it
G.
should- not how it should be.
No, that's not the G. It's the Green Bay crest that's on those jerseys.
No, on the helmets. The helmets still have the G. What I hear this question saying is, would you rather have the G or the M and the B?
What if the Packers only ever wore white helmets the rest of their lives?
I'm cool with that.
Oh, Trev!
It's got the G. That's the question. Would you rather have the G or the M and the B?
What does the G stand for?
Green?
Not right. Not correct.
I would rather. Oh
Actually,
my
I think it
gosh!
Would you rather have the G or the M and the B?
I would rather the
The
Walgreens
G.
logo on my Brewers
No
uniform.
kidding.
Yes.
You'd rather have
Yeah.
the G. I would rather have the M and the B.
What do you mean by Walgreens logo? Do you mean the old M?
The Wisco W.
The Wisco W.
Oh, yeah, it does look like the Walgreens.
Yeah. No, it's not even. No, I can't believe you are in the boat of you'd rather see the Green Bay jerseys.
I would rather see
You're
the
also-
M and the B than the G.
That's
Right.
my fandom.
But you are
We've
saying
noticed,
that you will rather the rivalry uniforms of the Green Bay Packers than the City Connects of the Brewers.
Full time, yes. Yeah.
You're not even a Milwaukee guy, and you're saying that
I'm a
too.
big Brewer guy, though.
Yeah, I know, but still.
That M and the B, respectfully, means more to me than the G.
Wow. Wow.
Dude,
It does.
come on.
Yeah, and Michael and
Respectfully,
Appleton,
one's been around since 1919.
white
The other one's a
helmets
team that moved from
full-time?
Seattle
Are you
called the Pilots.
drunk? Yellow helmets is where Cheesehead comes from, Trevor.
I hear all of it. And on a Would You Rather Wednesday,
Oof.
I would rather have the M and the B.
Would you rather check Trevor's temperature to make sure he's not sick and telling us crazy things, or just pretend like he's crazy?
All right, let's double down on another one then here that involves the Brewers. Would you rather have an owner sell the Brewers or the Bucks right now?
Bucks. Okay. I have concerns that if either team sells to outside people, that they're going to move the team. I'm serious. I still have.
Well, the Bucks can't move.
Why?
They have a 30-year lease on the Fiserv.
Oh, no lease has ever been broken.
Oh, not that kind of lease.
I just like that it's in the hands of. At least the Edens have ties here. We're originally from here to a degree.
I care way more about the Brewers than I do about the Bucks.
That's fine.
Okay,
That's fine.
And however, I care more about the Bucks than Trevor does.
Also true.
That's not that tough.
That's all right.
Want the Bucks. I just don't want Jimmy Haslam associated with the state.
That's
at all.
part of it.
That is way more. Like, I actually don't care anything at all about baseball or basketball when talking about this question. I would just rather Jimmy Haslam has zero piece in any sort of Wisconsin sports at all.
1,000%.
Way better.
You could have anybody else own the Bucks, and I would still say sell the Bucks because I really like Mark Antanasio.
Right. I think he gets somewhat of a bad rap. He has made some comments that are not great. Like, maybe just don't bring up the part of, is my job to win a World Series, or is it,
Some things can be left unsaid.
But I do think he gets a bad rap. I also think that you have to. It is a top-down culture thing in the Brewers organization. I truly believe that. The reason Murph is running the clubhouse the way he is running the clubhouse is because he has the blessing and he is the person they wanted to put in place from the people above him. And I truly do think that Mark A had somewhat of a role in assigning Pat Murphy that, and I wouldn't trade Pat Murphy for any other manager in the sport right now. So, yes, I think the obvious answer is the Bucks, but it's not because of sports at all for me.
Oh, would you rather Wednesday on Inside Wisconsin with Trevor, Luddy, and Tommy? Luddy, give us one.
Would you rather attend a Green Bay Packers game at Lambeau in December or an Arizona Cardinals game in December in a closed roof stadium where it's not going to snow or whatever? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a home game no matter where you play.
I love winter.
Right, no kidding.
I love winter.
That was my first ever Packers regular season game, was down in Phoenix, Arizona, the game before they lost in the playoffs to the Cardinals in 2009. It was 60, if not 70% Packers.
If
it was awesome.
Winter didn't have Christmas, would you love winter?
Dude,
I don't really like winter regardless.
I love winter, and it has nothing to do with Christmas.
Really?
Yeah, nothing. I love winter.
No, I feel myself, I think that as a child, I didn't really mind it. Now I hate being cold.
Okay, how do you feel about being at a Packers game in the ambiance of all these other people being cold?
I would rather actually, I think, go to Arizona in that time because it'd be cool to knock off a different stadium.
Yeah.
That's State Farm Stadium.
It's pretty cool.
It's
what I hear you saying is you're choosing the Cardinal over the G.
No.
That's no.
He's choosing warmth in a 71 degree.
No, he's not. He's choosing not to go to a Packers game.
What do you mean? He said Cardinals versus Packers.
No, he did not. He said Cardinals in December or Packers in December.
Oh no, I thought the matchup was always Cardinals Packers. That's different. Then yes, I'm choosing to go to a Packer game.
Put your seasons in order: 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh, summer, fall, spring, winter.
What? So you want my least favorite is?
No, I want your favorite to your least favorite.
Spring, summer, fall, winter.
Spring doesn't even exist.
Spring
that season
sucks.
That's why it's awesome, because when it is here, it's pretty cool for all those 7.5 days.
Fall, winter, spring, summer.
It's amazing.
Summer last.
Can't stand it. Hate it.
You hate spending time with your family. That's what you're saying.
No, I hate the hot and the humid.
Must be the tan lines from the sunglasses.
Your children are home from school.
Definitely have that. That does not mean
Not
that
anymore.
summer's
They're
better.
They're back to work.
Yeah, and
working on their grades. That is.
Baseball season over football season in your mind?
We're talking seasons, as in weather.
You have to associate what's going on in the world when you talk about the seasons.
Thank you.
That's that. No,
you don't. I'm talking about the weather.
What you wanted to rank climates. That's what you wanted to rank. You didn't want to rank the seasons. You wanted to rank climates.
Okay. First off, I can do Brewers in the spring and the fall.
Yeah. Okay.
In the dead of summer, when it's too hot to be on Andy's patio or Gift's garage or even my own garage.
Yeah.
Don't like it. I don't like it.
You can move somewhere even colder and less summery if you'd like.
So that's funny you bring that up because
we can move to
Amanda
Thunder
and I,
Bay.
Inside Alaska.
Well, in retirement, Amanda and I have talked about going to Alaska in the summer and coming back here for the winter. Reverse snowbird. You all right?
Where you going to be in Alaska?
Hold on.
Juneau, Anchorage, or Barrow, where there's 17 other people?
I have so much respect for you and your wife. I really do. That is the dumbest thing you guys have ever said. I mean, I can't even. You would go back to Wisconsin for the winter.
Yeah.
Have you been in Phoenix or a desert climate in the middle of December when it's maybe 20 degrees here and you wake up and it's 50 and then it peaks out around 72? Oh my God.
It's awesome.
It's awesome.
It's awesome. It is.
From November to March, that is the greatest place to live, is
But
Phoenix, Arizona.
I respect you standing on business with winter.
Well, he's standing.
If you are all in on.
He's in a foot deep
on
of
that.
snow, but he's standing.
Love it. I'd rather be cold than hot.
Would you
every day of the week.
rather watch a Packer game on television or attend a Brewer game, and you have to factor in you are living in Green Bay?
The commute?
Right, meaning you don't commute to Lambeau because you watch it on your couch, or you can go to a Brewer game.
Oh, it sounds like those hotel rooms aren't the cheapest things in the world.
My God.
It's a nice place, though.
Take a guess what the total was for one night.
Two rooms?
I don't want to.
No. One room. I booked two because we're going with friends. One room, one king bed at Potawatomi. I'm not throwing them under the bus. I'm simply talking about cost of a room.
$377.
No.
That was...
I'll take the over then, based on the no.
Way over. Try
Really?
again.
Wow, $577?
No.
I
Try
mean,
again.
What room are you booking, dude?
One
I have
room
seen that
with a
suite that they
king
have on
bed.
top of the
No
place.
suites.
It's sweet.
No suites.
Sweet is sweet.
What?
A room.
How much did you spend?
$642.
Is the mini bar included? I hope so.
What are
No.
you? No way.
Any
there
other
are other hotels
thoughts?
that are way cheaper.
No, they're not. Not on a Friday night in Milwaukee.
What's
The
going on in the
cheapest-
city that's... Tommy,
the
what's going
cheapest
on that's...
hotel room,
Go ahead, Trev.
which was like Franklin area, respectfully,
You're good.
$400.
What?
You couldn't stay downtown for
Tommy,
less than
what's going on
$500.
this weekend? Just Labor Day week or that? What?
No,
it's
it's
the week
before.
before Labor Day
Yeah.
weekend. What
I'm
is?
looking right now?
Milwaukee
Is it
here?
Brewers? It could be
The
Brewers.
Brewers do not drive the income of.
Well,
maybe they do. Wow.
It
We're
hurts.
gonna go
We're gonna pass
there.
a hat later. Would you rather?
Church?
Trev, I don't know what you booked down, but I got 186 right
Not
here.
at Potawatomi.
The Days Inn.
I'm gonna continue with your booking right here.
Where is it?
Click it. Go
Which
through the
place is
whole
it?
process. I swear to God, if you get a room for 186, I'm canceling mine. We're booking that one.
Okay.
Go through the process.
Hello,
Would you
cancellation
rather
fees.
drive on ice or dry pavement?
Respectfully, how thick is the ice?
That's not how would you rather work?
Why is this a would you rather?
Then I'm going to take the other one because I know my safety is insured.
Yeah. Why would anyone choose to drive on ice?
Yeah.
It's just because this person is Team Summer. So what they're saying is, tell me more about how much you love winter driving on ice versus dry pavement.
Dry pavement, but I'll also take that same place where you drove your truck across and give me 7 months and I'll be out there on a jet ski.
I mean, Big Trev, I'm telling you right now, it's like reserve right now, $186 a king bedroom.
Where? Like which? Any?
Potawatomi.
On what website?
Expedia.
Oh my God.
What did you do wrong?
I got to cancel them.
No,
I'm going to
Did
cancel
you get
them
a
right
players club like?
No, I got nothing. I'm canceling them right now. I'm going to Expedia.
You actually might have just like.
What did he do?
I don't know.
I booked them through the Potawatomi hotel website. Was that a mistake?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the last time I've booked through. Like I always use the other.
Oh my God, this sucks. Go to break. I got some money to save.
Let's just see.
Would you rather? Oh my God, can I cancel these rooms?
I don't know, man. You're
Jeff
within
and Katie
72
from Luxembourg
hours.
are
That's
listening right now who are going with us.
Yeah.
Who I had a real problem telling that it was $642.
Oh.
Now they have a real problem with me telling them it's $642.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Your reservation. Cancellation policy. Cancellation must be made no later than 4 p.m. Central Time, 48 hours prior to your arrival
Get
date.
to work.
Oh man.
Wednesday, Thursday,
you have
Friday.
till 4 p.m. today.
Yeah, you
we
can
gotta go.
contemplate this.
Inside Wisconsin,
You sure you don't want to spend the money and
WFL.
invest? Come on, man.
Trevor, Luddy, Tommy.
Would you rather pay Potawatomi or Tommy $600
Hit
next
the button.
time?
I got
Just take it.
work to do.
We're going to break?
Yeah, we're going to
All right,
break.
here we go, guys. Sorry.
Doctor, we're getting into the part of the season where people are getting more active, getting outside, doing some gardening, playing sports. How can you specifically help those people?
Whether it's sports or gardening, youth or adult, we can help by conditioning you for your activity. We can help heal you faster if you're injured and keep you participating.
That's perfect. How do they get a hold of you?
They can call us at The Joint Chiropractic, online at thejoint.com, or they can walk into our clinic on South Oneida Street in Green Bay. There's never an appointment necessary.
All right, so hypothetically speaking, one of my neighbor's trees messes up my roof. Do you meet my insurance guy to make sure that this all goes through, or how does this work?
We work with insurance companies all the time. A lot of times when an insurance adjuster knows that you're working with Security Liebke Roofing, they trust that you're getting a professional, accurate assumption or estimate, and we do that all the time. For free.
How do we get more information?
We're easy to reach at 920 Roofing and 920roofing.com.
People you know, call 920 Roofing.
We are talking Toyota with Bob Lemieux of Lemieux Toyota in Ashwaubenon. Bob, it certainly has been a summer like no other over at Lemieux.
I've been doing this car gig a long, long time, and I've never seen a lineup quite like this. And we're hitting on all cylinders here at Lemieux. This lineup is simply awesome. From our cars to our trucks to our SUVs, we got something for everyone. Quality and value is consistent, and it's just a great time. We take advantage of the great lease rates and the great finance rates. Plus, we're looking for trades, and we're making it easy for people to trade into a new car by giving them top trading allowance for their trade-in. So it's just a great time to be in the market. I know the parking lot's not quite full, but cars and trucks are coming in big numbers, and it's fast they're coming in and go out the door. So if you don't see quite what you're looking for, get with our sales team here at Lemieux, and we'll line up one of these great cars and trucks, because chances are it's coming in the next few days here at Lemieux.
Start your experience at LemieuxToyota.com. Then, Bob, how do we find you?
We're right here in the heart of Ashwaubenon and Matt on the corner of Pilgrim Way and Oneida Street.
That is Bob Lemieux from Lemieux Toyota.
Doing the dishes is something you put off, not protecting your legacy. Hey, it's Trevor from Inside Wisconsin. When I think about Hooper Law Office, I think about people who truly care and want to make estate planning simple for you like they did for us. They're the experts in wills and trusts. They take the time to do it right. And that's why so many people say they're worth the wait. And now here's the thing. Sometimes getting an appointment can take a few weeks. But don't let that stop you from protecting what matters most. And if you want to get started sooner, you can attend one of their free will and trust seminars. You can register online at hooperlawoffice.com. Estate planning isn't something to put off. It's something to take care of now. So put Hooper Law Office on that honey-do list today and take the first step toward protecting your family and your future. Hooper Law Office, with locations in Appleton, Oshkosh, and Green Bay, or schedule a virtual appointment. Evening hours are available. Everyone has a legacy, yourself included. So let's protect it together with Hooper Law.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the WIAA, are the 178,000 high school sports students in Wisconsin. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, soccer and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, administrators, and officials. We stand for the swimmers, football players, and wrestlers. We stand for the golfers, softball, and volleyball players. We stand as the national leader and advocate for high school athletics and all who participate in them and make them possible. Because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Inside Wisconsin with Trevor and Luddy and crow-eating Tommy.
Well, whoa. Let's go.
How do you season your bird?
Let's go to the text line.
Pause.
Would you rather...
Pause. This segment's called That's Crazy.
Would you rather be Trevor and not know how to use a website to book a hotel, or would you rather be Tommy? Thank you, 610.
It doesn't sound like Tommy knows
how to use a website to book a hotel.
I have had...
Apology, please, because Jeff is like, oh, my God.
Jeff, I accidentally put in September 9th and 10th. Okay,
So are you able to change the date of the game?
yeah, they're not available.
So-
Sold out.
Yeah,
What is going on in Milwaukee that the prices are that high?
I don't know.
Like all the festivals are done, aren't they?
But I'm an idiot, which I think everyone
You're
listening
too hard
is
on
not
yourself,
surprised.
man. You're way too hard.
Not
on
in this one, he's not, because that freaked me out.
Well, yeah, if
Somebody
you were
just
that
said-
bad at booking hotel rooms and there really was those available, then yeah, I'd have a couple of questions of
I have
your sobriety during booking hotel rooms.
Valid. I have horror stories of using these Trivago or whatever these other websites are. I've never had a good experience.
Oh,
You
really?
cannot cancel. Plans change sometimes. I mean, I don't understand. I just read the cancellation policy for Potawatomi Bingo Casino Hotel, which I want to pause here and go, I love. The reason we chose to spend this much money is because I love that hotel.
Yeah.
It is awesome.
It's the closest hotel to AmFam Field.
And they have a shuttle.
For sure.
We have do they?
Yeah.
Dude, go. All you got to do is go place a $5 minimum bet.
Well, I don't know
I
if
will
heard
give
the
you
price of the room.
$5 to put on black for me.
Hey, actually,
have
I
my
would
wallet?
like some sports bets. We should talk about that at the
Oh,
end of
I
the show
got you.
today.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, we've got a few days left, but I would.
Oh,
I
yeah,
would like
now
to
I got some time to
forecast.
screw
Yeah,
this up,
yeah. I definitely want to lay some sports bets down when I'm there.
I'm pretty good at betting the Brewers. I don't want to put that
Did
out
you-
there in the ether now, but I am pretty good at betting.
I'm pretty
Armin-
good at betting D3 football, but I don't think those lines exist.
Armin yesterday,
Arm dog?
yeah, put out a video. No. It was Billy that put
Yeah.
out a video of Armin betting on the Mets.
Yep. Good
Oh, Armin likes to hedge some stuff.
That's what he said. This is a hedge. I'm betting with my head, not my heart.
Is
It
it funny
works.
that head is within the word hedge? Missing an A, but you
Did
know
I-
what I mean.
wait a minute, real quick.
Maybe you don't
Did
know
we
what
talk
I mean.
about the
Sorry.
hedging for
I
the
was like, I don't think it is.
hedge? Close enough.
Oh, man. Thank you, Luddy, for taking some heat off.
Yeah, I was going to say, wow. Tell me more about
You're
your
welcome.
amazing price.
That was my plan the entire
It
time.
worked.
Was I go
That's
and
all right,
have a
Luddy.
drink?
You're still in the
worked.
young guy club on this show.
Ha! Jeff goes, ha, 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 ha. That's how I read that.
This segment is called That's Crazy.
Yeah, well, what you just did was crazy.
That was crazy. I have a different one. The Brewers 2026 first rounder replaced his older brother in the middle of an at-bat for single A Wilson.
Oh, gee.
Wait, what?
No, not in the way you think it is. A game started on July 19th. Brady Abel was up to bat. However, he was promoted last week by the Timber Rattlers. Wilson then had Trey Abel finish the at-bat that the game was called in.
Nobody's going to notice the difference anyway.
So Brady Abel
sick.
was his at-bat was finished off by his brother Trey Abel.
Months later?
Months later.
I see you, LaFleurs, and I raise you the Abels.
Yeah, but the Abels kind of look alike.
Brady Abel is one of the highest rising prospects in all of Major League Baseball right
The
now. Him and
only-
Josh Adamchevsky.
You're one
they're-
of 3 people that know that.
I don't think I got Brewers Twitter on.
Do
lock.
Mike and Matt look like brothers though? Thank you. I'm not the
I
only
don't
one
think
that
so at
doesn't
all.
think that. Now, if Matt had the whatever Mike's got going on top of his head, maybe they'd look a little more similar, and Matt would also be taller based on the hair then. But yeah, I don't. When I first heard they were brothers and saw a picture of them side by side, I went, they look more like cousins to me.
There are some crazy would you rathers coming in on the text line. I'd like to address one.
Please.
Somebody asked, would you rather drive at night during the rain or during the day in a blizzard?
Night rain time, and I can actually translate this to sports. I would go the opposite way. I'd rather coach or play in a game that is in the snow 100% over the rain. I didn't know that's not what he asked, but
well,
so I'll do driving at night in the rain.
Can I clarify real quick on this? You
Please.
can't drive in a blizzard. You literally can't.
Yeah,
so
you can. I've done it.
No, a literal blizzard you cannot. So I want to take out the word blizzard and put snow during the day or heavy
Sure.
snow.
Sure.
I would
I
like
get
to
you.
know if this is the first time it's snowed all year or if this is
Very good.
deep into the
Very
winter.
good
Because
point.
the first snowfall is the worst day to drive ever because
Correct.
everyone forgot.
Correct.
Everyone forgot. Just go slow. Just go slower. No, that's not the case. Everyone forgot. If it was December 6th versus February 6th, changes my answer completely. And I
He's got a really
actually
good point, actually.
will say, however, I despise driving in the rain regardless. And to do it at night sounds really bad. And I have bad experiences. No crashes, luckily, thankfully, during those experiences. But if this is just a snowfall in February, yeah, I'll do that 100 times out of 100 over driving the rain at night. But that first snowfall every year sucks driving.
It does. It's like they forgot how to plow the streets for a couple
maybe
hours.
Green Bay's different.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm open to that idea, but in Milwaukee, it is always the worst day to drive every year.
Especially if you're on the northwest side, then it's not even fun. I lived in Flagstaff, Arizona at 7,000 feet elevation. Even though it's Arizona, it snows. When I was there, and then we had our first major snowfall, and it snows a lot quicker than it does here, I will forever be grateful to the people in the state of Wisconsin that get out on the roads and clear sidewalks. It's not even close. We have way better public services here. Maybe it's not the same in Green Bay, but at least in the Milwaukee area, our public services are immensely better than the stuff up in Flagstaff, Arizona. You may complain, but it could be way worse with the clearing of streets and everything like that.
Not sure if this is a part of That's Crazy, but history with her 5th hit at Williamsport, Kinley Rasmus now holds the record for most hits by a girl at the Little League World Series.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. Ooh, that could be a rendition of That's Crazy.
Is it crazy or awesome? That's awesome.
Probably both.
Being a plow driver who plowed that last blizzard, says the 920, I choose rain at night 100%.
Yeah,
I get it.
Again, and it's crazy that I feel like sometimes we take that for granted, where if it is snowing in Wisconsin in the morning, by the afternoon, like everything's pretty cleared up, right? If it snows in Nashville, it's like shut the whole place down for a week.
Literally.
Like they are not prepared, and usually, I mean, everything goes about as smoothly as you can imagine it would go in a winter storm here in Wisconsin. So big ups for that. Another one here that I wanted to bring up. LSU has been at the head of all of the any pro player that is committed back to college is committed to LSU, by the way. It is RJ Lewis for basketball, Daquan Wright, one other guy, and that this Trent Hendrick actually at UCLA was just the first one that I could think of that was not outside of LSU. But regardless, Kate Koval for the LSU women's basketball team. Now, why are we talking about this on Inside Wisconsin? Well, it's a part of That's Crazy. She is a Ukrainian player and is now leaving LSU's women's basketball program after Kim Mulkey signed a player from Russia, which we all know there's a conflict going on over there. That's not the crazy part.
This is crazy.
Mulkey suggested that the two could help end the war between the countries. Days later, Koval, whose father is a part of the Ukrainian military, decided to leave the program. What are we doing, Kim Mulkey?
She doesn't think before she speaks and does actions at times. She's not the brightest crayon in the box, let's be honest.
That's crazy.
I'll say it.
That's crazy.
Unbelievable to see that. And I have one more college football dynasty challenge, which we had just the Akron situation, right? Where they named...
Situation? You mean great deal.
Yeah, Akron, they kind of played it pretty perfectly.
Did they announce the winner?
They did announce a winner, and it went to like a lifelong season ticket.
Good. No, that's a good thing.
Listen.
Not nearly as fun for us.
Maybe not, but I still think everyone remembers that the first drive of the year is going to be led by someone.
Are they on the sidelines? Do they get to go to the booth? Do they do this from their seat?
They need to be on the sidelines. If they're not on the sidelines, this is all garbage. I agree, Luddy. Love that take.
Would you rather have the offensive coordinator on the first drive of the Green Bay Packers be a fan, or the defensive drive be a fan?
Offense. At least we can punt.
No.
Defense, that could get dicey.
I mean,
we're bringing 9 on the first. You're bringing 9. That's not even in the playbook.
At least we could punt.
9-man blitz.
At least we could punt, Luddy. If you think I get one shot to call plays for the Green Bay Packers, if you think I'm punting on 4th down,
I don't think that's your call. I really don't think that's your call.
Wrong. Absolutely.
Well, so that's a fair statement.
Okay.
Is it your call?
4th and 24 because you took 2 sacks because you called 5-man drop or 5-step drops, and then you're going to punt from 4th, or you're not going to punt from 4th and 24 at your own 12-yard line? Okay.
4 verts 100%. From my own 4-yard line. I don't even care. Yes.
Would you rather have the
Speaking
Packers,
of Arizona, Rodgers back in the day.
Would you rather have the Packers punt, pun intended here, on the first game of the season, on the first drive of the season, or have Pat Murphy bench a player and lose the game? Likely because of it, one could assess.
What?
So one of them is punt on a drive or lose a game?
No, the Packers. Akron is punting on their first offensive drive of the season. When I say punting, I mean don't care.
Okay.
Would you rather the Packers not care about their first drive of the season, or would you rather the Brewers not care about losing a game?
You know what? Actually, in terms of math of like one game of baseball versus one drive of football, I think it's kind of in the same boat, right?
Baseball, right?
Interesting. I would say, go score a touchdown, Packers. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
South Alabama football now also kind of getting into this realm here. Dynasty Challenge. So they want you to go to College Football 27, the video game, build your South Alabama dynasty in EA Sports College Football. You get entered for winning a Sun Belt championship, and you get an additional entry for winning a football championship. The grand prize is staying at the team hotel with a guest, ride in the game day bus, pregame sideline pass, tunnel experience, and a custom South Alabama football jersey, redeemable for only the game versus Troy on November 14th.
You're doing something like an old man right now. You're pounding your fist on the table while you talk. It's very elderly man of you.
I speak with my hands. I'm Italian.
Are you?
I don't know.
What is Wart? Is that German?
That's super German, yeah.
Yeah,
But, I mean,
are you Italian?
I could be.
Could be.
Does anyone know?
Does anyone believe those DNA tests?
If you think I'm handing my DNA to the government, you're out of your mind.
You went through COVID. They
It's
got it. Don't worry.
Through a private company.
That sells the DNA.
Exactly.
I'm out. Doug Gottlieb scheduled to join us next. He confirmed. We think he's going to be here. Inside Wisconsin, Trevor, Luddy, Tommy, 99.7 WNFL, and on YouTube.com/Inside Wisconsin. We'll see you in a few.
It's family first. So when Carrie had the opportunity to be closer to family, she jumped on it, which meant she left a vacant home behind that she clearly needed to sell. Enter Tiffany Holtz. Tiffany has an entire warehouse of furniture and decor. She came in, completely staged Carrie's house for free. She took professional photos and videos of the house, launched the house to the market, and within one day, Tiffany had 5 offers for Carrie, resulting in an accepted offer of $38,000 over her asking price. So if you've moved out and out of town, let Tiffany do the heavy lifting to get your home sold. What's your home worth, you ask? Well, find out now in only 30 seconds at tiffanyholtz.com. It's why Tiffany has over 935 5-star reviews on Google and nearly 700 5-star reviews on Zillow. Tiffany treats you like family because family comes first.
At Bank of Luxembourg, we know life is better in balance. That's why we offer the best of both local and digital banking. It's the ultimate combo of in-person support you trust and new enhanced technology for flexibility to sign in or walk in, apply online or apply inside, click to open an account or shake hands to open a conversation. Learn more at bankinginbalance.com.
Your life, your community, your bank.
Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Looking for fun and excitement? Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg has over 800 slot machines waiting for you. Stay in comfort with our premium guest rooms and deluxe suites, and enjoy dining with exceptional service, a casual atmosphere, and flavorful cuisine. Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg, conveniently located on Highway 45, 1 mile north of Highway 29 in Wittenberg, Wisconsin. It's your destination for thrills, relaxation, and great food, all in one place. Big wins, bright lights. Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg Nights.
Listen, I don't know what kind of wizardry they're doing during the whole de-shedding treatment at Tailwager's Doggy Daycare, but I know this. I drop off Merlin, our yellow lab, and I pick up a dog that appears to be Merlin, only way better. Hey, it's Trevor with WNFL. His coat somehow is softer. There's way less hair coming off him, and the dude smells incredible. Still talking about my dog. If your dog is currently leaving half of himself on your couch and everything you own, get the de-shedding treatment at Tailwager's Doggy Daycare. Merlin approves, and so does our vacuum.
School supply list a mile long? Take a break at Mackinaw's Grill and Spirits on Voyager Drive in Green Bay. It's a real log cabin, 6 stone fireplaces, a grizzly on the wall, and cheese curds worth the stop. Sit down, cool off, grab lunch before the next door. And when football's on, Mackinaw's is your pregame and postgame headquarters. Big screens, cold taps, and a menu that beats stadium food every time. Mackinaw's Grill and Spirits, Voyager Drive in Green Bay, where rustic, casual, and great food come together. We'll see you at the cabin.
WNFL Green Bay and W270 AJ Green Bay. This is sports. This is WNFL.
I'm with Steve from Capital Credit Union. My wife and I were not taught finances when we were younger. We had a huge hole to dig out of, and Capital Credit Union helped us do that. Can you explain how Capital Credit Union helps get them where they need to be?
First off, you're not alone, and our members who feel that same way aren't alone. We're here to help guide them through any challenges that they might have with any of the right tools, resources that we have, and our expertise to come and deliver on that. Talk to us.
Capital Credit Union, capitalcu.com.
An orthopedic injury can happen in an instant or develop slowly over years. Either way, you just want to feel like yourself again. At Amplify Health, our approach to orthopedic care is to treat the whole person, not just the injury. Our team of orthopedic specialists support you through every stage of recovery, so you can get your strength back, your mobility back, your life back. Orthopedic care from Amplify Health by Bellin. A little empathy changes everything.
WNFL sports news goes now.
Brewers and Mets opening a 3-game set in New York on Tuesday. Top of the 5th inning, Brewers had a 1-0 lead. Cooper Pratt, a bloop single to right field that got away from the right fielder. He was not able to extend that into a double. Manager Pat Murphy lifts him from the game, puts David Hamilton into the game. Couple of solo shots gave the Mets a 2-1 lead. Top of the 9th inning, 2 on, nobody out. Christian Yelich pinch hitting and RBI double ties the game. Brewers still had runners on 2nd and 3rd. Nobody out in that situation. Could not get the go-ahead run home. David Hamilton looked like he had hit the go-ahead 2 RBI single with 2 down and the bases loaded, but Francisco Lindor, a diving stab to end that inning. Top of the 10th inning, Brewers could not get the ghost runner home, couldn't even get him moved over. Bottom of the 10th inning, Trevor McGill working his 2nd inning, bases loaded, 1 down. Ground ball to David Hamilton. He throws wide of home plate. Winning run scores. Mets take it 3-2. Cubs do lose last night in walk-off fashion. Brewers back at it tonight. Packers and Cardinals joint practice this morning, 11:30 start time. I'm John Hensler, WNFL.
You are about to begin a most important journey. Inside Wisconsin sports.
I can't wait.
WNFL. From Lambeau to AmFam Field, Camp Randall, the Kohl Center, and Fiserv Forum. The people, the stories, and the patriotism of America's Dairyland. Welcome to Inside Wisconsin.
Crowd is here, about to blow, waiting for me to stop the show. Out the curtain lights go up, I'm home. What?
The 0-2 to Morrell. Ground ball third. Hamilton coming home. It's wide, and the Mets win the game.
Oopsie. Bad throw. Bad play. Audio courtesy of Brewers TV. Bad spot for Cooper Pratt to be in because the guy that he got replaced by pooed the game with the throw. Was it dependent on that? No. The at-bats were bad. Murph can't necessarily take the entire loss on him because at-bats were bad. But there's a direct correlation between the Brewers losing and the move that manager Pat Murphy made to pull Cooper Pratt from the game in the 5th.
At least a series of events.
Yeah. Connect the dots pretty easy.
Curious case of events?
Not so curious.
Series of unfortunate
That's
events.
what I was thinking.
That's
I
what
like
you
it.
meant.
Sorry, I was mixing that up in Curious George, I think.
What's up, Wisconsin? Welcome in. Inside Wisconsin on the radio and online. Hour number 3. Trevor, Luddy, Tommy. YouTube.com/Inside Wisconsin 99.7 WNFL and the all-new
99.7 WNFL app. That's what you got to type in the Google Play Store or the App Store. Joining us now, as he does every Wednesday, sometimes at 7, most of the time at 8, depends on flights and some other things, the head coach of the UW Green Bay men's basketball team and friend of the program, Mr. Doug Gottlieb. DG, happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. You guys just brought up a topic that I love. Love is that, Murph makes a move in the 5th. It ends up leading to a series of events. And so you sit here and you Monday morning quarterback it.
Right.
And again, it's my favorite thing about coaching now that I want to go and I just want to go like, hey, to everybody, every coach I was ever critical of, my bad, because I didn't have any idea all the different things that come into play with a decision. Like, we just look at it as fans, and even like you guys, Trevor, I give it up to you. You literally watch every game, every pitch, but you still don't know anything about what really is going on, right? Like, we just don't know. And so I would love, and we were going, Friday to the game, like, to get there early and just pull Murph aside and say, like, I really what happened in the 5th inning the other night, right?
And would he still do it, right? I mean, is it worth sending a message in your mind, Doug, to bench a player that then has a couple other repercussions after the game, or after the fact, or are you now saying, I really wish Joey Ortiz was making that throw at third
Welcome
base?
to Green Bay. DG did it.
That was a little different, but but there's it goes, man. I know you're talking about Anthony Roy year 1, but really it's more Justin Allen year 2, where I don't know if you guys watched our team last year, but like by the end of the year, Justin Allen was probably the second best scorer in the league, and you're like, well, he lost to Buffalo. Like, why didn't he play? It was like, well, he wouldn't pass, and he was so soft defensively that it didn't matter. We knew how talented he was when he got the ball, but all the other things didn't work. And so it wasn't like you're sacrificing a game, but you have to, on some level, be willing to sit a guy earlier in the year to get what you want later in the year. By the end of the year, he was actually a really good perimeter defender. And while you might be saying for Murph, hey, we're here in the stretch run of the season, we're creeping up on September, his goal is not September, right? This team has been good in September. Their deal is October. And I commend Murph, because not only has he shown a consistency of success and pushing all the right buttons, granted more in the regular season than postseason, but he stayed true to understanding, hey, we're not judging the Brewers anymore based on what they do in the first 162 games. You're judged based upon what you do after that. And he's setting the table of how we play is how we play. How we handle ourselves is how we handle ourselves. It doesn't matter if it's now, it's on a Tuesday night, or if it's in October, when we're playing in Dodger Stadium, when we're playing in Wrigley, wherever we're playing. So, it's a real thing. You can win the game, but it's like winning the battle. Do you lose the war? And it's a really hard balance, right? And by the way, it's like here's the linear fashion you look at it. We look at it as one player, one manager, whatever. You're sending a message to everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else. Because do you guys remember Jurassic Park?
The OG?
No. OG Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Well, remember what they said about the Raptors? How they test the fences every day, but they never test in the same spot. They test in a different way. Like, that's players with the coach. Like, they're going to test you every single day. Okay. And the second they find a weakness, like, everybody's going to exploit that weakness.
But you're also in the moment, Doug, where it is, we're going to lose the battle with the plan to have a better chance at the war, as opposed to lose the battle, win the war.
I followed that, actually.
Sure. That's accurate. Like, none of this promises success, but you're lining it up to, like, hey, if we're going to, we only know what, like, look, the Brewers are only going to win. They're not as talented as the Dodgers. Is anybody arguing that?
No.
No, I would, I don't think anybody disagrees. But if you have any chance of beating the Dodgers, you got to be perfect in every way. You have to have the perfect mentality, the perfect lineup. Everything has to be perfect for 4 games. That's what you got to do. Okay. And I understand, like, he's setting himself up for it. This is what I do. And if we lose the game, that's okay. And it's and again, it also goes to, we don't know about the leadership of that team. We don't know if the leadership of the team is like, look, if Murph doesn't do something about this now, like, you're going to lose some of these guys. So that's where I get back to saying, my bad as a broadcaster. There's so much that you don't know. Shannon has from Lubke Roofing has those seats right next to our bench.
Yeah.
And Trevor, when he used to do the PA, like you're privy to so much more.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Probably than you should be. But I tell people all the time, like, what you should do? You should ask Shannon, like, pay him $1,000 and buy seats for a game, because the why is explained the whole time, right? Like, why'd they do that? Like, just sit right there and they'll tell you. It'll tell you. But that's really the thing, is when I heard you guys talking about it and I was watching some of the game last night, I'm thinking to myself, God, I would love to be a fly in the wall at that skipper's office and know what really went on, what the real reaction was, what the players really like when they came into the clubhouse after the game, because it's so different than our perception as fans. No matter how much you watch, no matter how much you read, no matter how much you listen to, you actually don't know, because it's our job not just to keep it private, right? But you're also managing things that there's no way anybody will ever know about.
Speaking of UWGB men's basketball, how is Hell Week going? And Doug, is this more about getting the guys into conditioned, like where you want them with their conditioning, and or the culture building aspect of it?
Yes.
Okay.
It's all things. There's kind of 3 different levels to it. So what we do is the first day, it's conditioning on our soccer field with our soccer team. So we try and do this on a couple levels. One, I'm a big believer that this place is only going to be awesome, and it is awesome when we're together as an entire athletic department.
Sure.
We don't just support the women's team; we support the volleyball team. Maybe too much. We the cross country, the soccer, etc. So one, it's sort of a unifier, because like today they ran the cross country, they ran a 5K with cross country team, and I have 4 guys that are taking a swim lesson from the swimming team today because they can't swim. They all want to use my jet skis. I was like, I'm not putting you on my jet ski until I know you can swim. Right?
Sign here. Waiver, please sign here.
Right. So we do soccer Monday. Yesterday we did Bear Creek Hill, which is we do that throughout the fall. Today we did the cross country. Tomorrow we'll do a mile run, which we do throughout the fall. And then Friday is Lambeau Field. And then we got an extra special treat where they don't know, but part of this is the swim lessons is I'm going to take them up. My guy Dale is going to take them whitewater rafting on Friday after we get done working out. So big celebratory breakfast. How's it going? They're all alive, a little nicked up. And this is about the day where I just told our staff, we got practice right after this, where I said, like, this is the last day we'll be able to get anything out of them. Because tomorrow they'll wake up. Because what we do is they run, and then they lift, and then short, intense workout, because we got to balance how much time we have. So by Thursday, and they just ran a 5K today, like, they're cooked. So tomorrow you can talk to them all you want. They can't hear you. They can't function. They can't do anything.
Doug Gottlieb, Inside Wisconsin with Trevor, Luddy, and Tommy on WNFL and YouTube.com/Inside Wisconsin.
Oh, sorry. So like that long answer. So 3 different reasons we do it. 1, unify athletic department. 2, it is conditioning. And the reason it's different types of running is all different types of conditioning. You don't want to do just one. And then the third part is just the mental toughness element of it. It was like, you just ran a 5K. There's no reason you can't run up and down 94 feet. And so and then it does bring them together, because, nobody gets to finish until they're all done. And I do running every day in the gym. And if they don't all make their times, so it does kind of unify them. And it may make them hate us. That's okay. We're fine. As long as they like each other, that's bigger than we don't care if they like us or not.
Anybody puke yet?
Well,
You said
the
it was going
one
to be McCrecky.
he was close. We were close. There's money being exchanged here. The problem is like the odds are like you don't. It's like betting on Miz to throw, over 100 miles an hour, right? Like it's not. Everyone knows who's gonna boot. Everyone knows. It's just a matter of when, not if. So I'm thinking in about an hour and 15 minutes, Mac Racky might be yelling at the pavement.
Just get it out before it's on the steps of Lambeau, or it's a great story.
I think throwing up in Lambeau is epic, right?
Yeah.
Because then you come to a game, you're like, I threw up right there. But the problem in Green Bay is lots of people threw up in Lambeau, but only you threw up actually running the steps when it was empty. That's the difference.
Right.
Like, I threw up there too. Like, yeah, but that was because you pounded a case before you played the Bears, right?
They're letting you in the place on Friday, huh?
Yes.
Nice.
It's really awesome of the Packers. And one, I'm supremely appreciative. And two, again, it's how many coaches get a chance to coach a team that gets to go to Lambeau Field?
No kidding. That's
right.
awesome.
Lambeau frickin' Field. So yeah, it's really awesome. And I'm like, I get excited every time I walk into that place. I don't know about you guys. Like you walk in, you're like, yeah.
Dude,
yes.
Lambeau.
Yes.
Doug,
Can I have a question for you, Trevor? When you think Lambeau,
yeah.
Because remember, I grew up Packer fan in California.
Yep.
Okay. If I close my eyes and you say Lambeau Field, what's your memory? I really have one, and it's not a playoff game, and it might not be even in your top 10 list. What is your one kind of, when I say Lambeau, you think of game-wise?
Trevor's hasn't even happened yet because they haven't wore the rivalry uniforms.
Shut it. My favorite.
What is that? What's going on there?
Told you.
Sorry.
I'll answer this, then he's going to go off on that. I guarantee it. We'll go round robin again. By the way, do you have one segment today, or you got to get to practice?
Let them handle it. I go two.
Yeah, we like this.
That's why you have assistant.
Mine is a playoff game. It was Brett Favre's second to last game at Lambeau, 2008 against the Seattle Seahawks.
07-08 season.
Ryan Grant fumbled twice. They went down 14-0. Favre came back, and then the heavens opened up, and it was the greatest snowball game I've ever seen at Lambeau Field. Favre was throwing snowballs, and it was amazing.
There's that iconic play of him stumbling and falling over and underhanding it to Donald Lee. Oh, man. If only they could have beat the dang Giants.
What's yours?
Next week.
It's when his dad died.
Oh,
Were you at that game?
No, that wasn't at Lambeau. That was in Oakland.
No, it was Lambeau, wasn't it?
No.
I thought it was in Oakland as well.
100% in
I was
Oakland.
going to say Vegas because that has tricked my brain.
What?
They were the road
Yeah,
team,
bro.
yeah.
That was so. That's why it was such a memorable game. Not only because of the
It was
way
Monday Night Football, though, right?
it was in Oakland, and the storyline was, oh my
I feel
god,
like the biggest idiot ever, but I thought for sure that it was in Lambeau.
Yeah,
And they're
no, that
wearing
was,
white jerseys
you're
in
gonna
the
want to try
pictures
again.
here. So
My bad.
all right.
Well, the other one is, and this is probably a bad one. Again, it is Brett Favre related. It's when he came back and with the Vikings and won that game. I mean, that was unbelievable.
Oh,
And
wow.
I've told this story before, but if you guys haven't heard it, was John Anderson. It was a neighbor of mine in Canton, Connecticut for 6 years. John and Tam.
John Anderson of Sports Center, by the way, not the John Anderson that played for the Packers. That's who he's referencing.
Sorry about that. Yeah, and so Tamra was a Palm at Oklahoma State, his wife, and John covered me when he was in Tulsa before he went to ESPN. So we've been friends forever, and I'll never forget like when Favre went to the Vikings. I think we were down at their house for like dinner, and I said like, man, I've always wanted to go to Lambeau Field. Like, I got to go to that game. He's like, oh, you can stay at my house and sleep in my basement. My mom said she's never going to go watch Brett Favre play in another uniform. Like, she swears that you can have the tickets. And so, like, fast forward to now, all of a sudden it's fall, and I was like, hey, is that a real offer? Like, I'm going to fly there and go. It was like, 2 weeks before. And he's like, my mom said, like, she's going to go. So you could totally stay at the basement, but you got to get your own tickets. And I was just like, I don't know. I watched it on TV. And so it was a little bit of the one that got away, a game I should have locked in and just said I wanted to do it right then. But to watch a dude come in and the conflicted nature in so many fans, like Brett Favre's our guy, but he's playing for the Vikings. And then for him to win that game, I mean, that's stuff of, I mean, only Brett Favre.
No kidding.
Guys, did he
Only
win
Brett Favre.
as a Viking or the second one?
He won the first two, I think, and then lost the next two.
No, at home here. I'm saying, did he? I
You
think
only
he
the first one.
won one.
Yeah,
He won both in 09 and lost both in 10.
That's what I mean. So
Yes.
he won the
Well,
first.
the building actually collapsed in the second year. Like if that wasn't a sign from the heavens that it was over.
Yeah.
But remember, that was the year the Metrodome actually collapsed because of the snow.
Yeah, Favre got knocked out on the frozen tundra of the Minnesota Gopher Stadium.
I'm watching that game with some family, and I literally said, I think he's dead.
He's done.
He's literally lying motionless on the field. You could put a chalk outline around him right now.
Pretty much.
Well, Doug, I was going to have a different question for you, but I think it's going to take longer, so we'll ask it on the other side. But are you guys doing any alternate uniforms this year for the Green Bay Phoenix?
They do.
It's funny you mentioned that. Okay. So we have two. One is the Oneida uniforms, and we're continuing that with our partnership with Oneida Nations. So we have those. We wore those at Kansas, and we wore those against Haskell. We're going to wear them again this year. And then I don't know if this is a surprise. So we're doing a thing this year, and I'll put out the link online where during November, during February, or there's a time in February where suits and sneakers, for cancer awareness. And so what you can do is you can buy a uniform that a player will wear in a game, and you can put whatever name. Obviously, you can't put a curse word or something, innuendo. But like if your grandma is sick with cancer, you can put grandma on the back or whatever name is of any of our players. And after the game, you get the uniform. Well, we tinker with the idea of them being pink uniforms, cancer awareness, or whatever, breast cancer awareness. And so what I decided was I want to do the throwback lowercase UWGB, Tony Bennett, and before uniforms. So they're supposed to be here before the Wisconsin exhibition game. So we're going to wear those then.
Nice.
And as kind of a promo for whoever wants to buy the uniforms, 14 of the 17 are sold, I believe, already. But we also have extra uniforms that you can buy as well. Anyway, point is, yes, we have them, and they're dope. And I personally designed them. So if you don't like them, that's okay. You come at me. No one else is responsible for it, because I know we'll catch some heat because there's red in them, because we went old school, little red in the green, and there's a big, if you talk to people, we don't want the red, we want the red, whatever. It's going to have a little red, plenty of green, and it'll be Tony Bennett style. It's pretty dope.
How's the font look on those?
Yeah, we'll talk about
it's really cool.
Yeah, the font's amazing on those. Not so much on the Packers one. We'll talk about that when we come back.
Yeah,
Is
that? What is that?
Price for those jerseys, DG?
Huh?
Is there a set price for those jerseys, or is that like an auction thing?
There is a set price. I just don't. I can get it during the break if you want.
Get it during the break. We'll talk about it when we come back. Plus, we want to get your take on the Packers' alternate uniforms, and we have a Would You Rather Wednesday question for you in regard to a joint practice. Doug Gottlieb, the head coach of UWGB men's basketball, joining us on Inside Wisconsin. He said screw practice. His coaches have it. He's going to join us for another segment. Stay here on 99.7 WNFL.
Doctors at Bay Care Clinic Orthopedics and Sports Medicine in Green Bay. Talking with Dr. Klicka. Doctor, we hear the words carpal tunnel a lot when talking about the wrist. What exactly is it?
So carpal tunnel, it's a nerve compression type syndrome where the median nerve, which is the primary nerve that serves the hand, it gets compressed and gets inflamed. And when that happens, people typically will experience numbness, tingling, and even weakness over time in the hand.
And it's a fairly common issue for people. How do you work with your patients?
My approach to patients is I really like to take a lot of time with them to really ensure that they understand what's going on with their condition. I feel that really empowers a patient to be able to make a decision based off of their knowledge base for it. And I think they really appreciate that, and they feel like they're in control of their management moving forward.
Thanks, Dr. Klicka. Get back to normal activity and living the life you want to live at baycareclinic.com. That's baycareclinic.com.
I take M Drive every morning. Here's why. Once men get into their 40s, the body starts changing. Testosterone naturally declines, energy drops, and keeping weight off, well, it gets harder. I know I've felt it myself. That's why I take M Drive every day. M Drive is made for men over 40 with clinically tested ingredients that support healthy testosterone, steady energy, metabolism, and fat burning. It's not about hype. It's not a shortcut. When M Drive first came to me, I was skeptical. I wanted to try it before I put my name on it. Now I take it every day because I believe in it. In fact, M Drive has been helping men for nearly 20 years. It's the #1 men's health brand at Sprouts. Don't let age beat you. Go to mdriveformen.com and use code PRO for 20% off your first order. That's mdriveformen.com. Use code PRO. Don't wait. It only gets harder. Start today. M Drive, for men who still show up.
Back to school starts now. Get long-lasting battery life on the Dell XPS laptop powered by Series 3 Intel Core so you can work from anywhere. Now starting at $699 with exclusive student pricing starting at $599. Complete your setup with savings on select monitors and must-have electronics and accessories. Limited time deals and free shipping on PCs and more await you at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
It's time to get everything you need for the job from one partner. No more juggling vendors. We've got your entire job supply covered. Supply the entire job with job lot quantities of everything you need, from flooring to roofing, with access to thousands of products not available in stores. More products mean more colors, sizes, and finishes, so you can get exactly what you need to get the job done. Learn more at the Pro Desk, the Home Depot Pro. It's about time.
As a quarterback, I spent a lot of time preparing for my next game, practicing plays, reviewing film, all that to understand what's ahead. I'm Fernando Mendoza, and your health works the same way. Cancer screenings are one of the best ways to stay on the offensive, because when you know something early, it may give you more control over what happens next. The best offense is staying on top of your health. Schedule a cancer screening today at Pfizerforall.com/screenings. Pfizer, outdo yesterday. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Before the football season even kicks off, everyone's making predictions. Who wins the division? Who makes the playoffs? Who's lifting the trophy at season's end? On Kalshi, America's #1 prediction market platform, you can trade those predictions in a live market. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use our show code ODD and get $20 when you trade $20. Download the Kalshi app today.
Restrictions and eligibility apply. Not available in all states. Must be 18 plus. Trading involves significant risk. See Kalshi.com/regulatory for more.
$99.7 WNFL, YouTube.com/Inside Wisconsin. We are Inside Wisconsin with Trevor, Luddy, and Tommy, chatting with the head coach of UWGB men's basketball, Doug Gottlieb, who bounced out during the middle of the break.
Maybe they had some problem at practice.
Isn't quite back yet. Yeah, did he punt on practice? Went, oh, God. Josh, that's what happened. Josh Moon came in his office at the break and said,
You are going to coach
go
practice
to practice.
today.
Go to practice. Stupid camera.
What did the camera do to you?
I'm just not focused.
Oh, get focused.
StreamYard's problem, I think.
You like To, you like to blame StreamYard for problems.
Well, this one is. Here, I'll prove it. Click off of me and then click back on.
What do you mean?
Like, take me off.
Oh, out of the stream.
Yep.
This will be interesting because we're going back to the stage.
I think it's a StreamYard problem still. Whatever.
Okay.
Still worry. Don't care. Don't care.
A couple of texts coming in during that. Travis in Kenosha, who I believe tweeted at me yesterday, if he is Travis and Wisco on Twitter, saying that these are by far the best alt unis that they have come out with. One is a glorified away jersey, and I can't stand the blue ones. Trav, is it possible two things can be true? That A, these can be the best alternate uniforms the Green Bay Packers have come up with, and they still suck?
No, because the 50s uniforms are the coolest throwbacks. I love those ones. I
With the circle? The Powerball?
No. The 50s are the first green ones they ever had.
Oh, okay.
The Jack Venisi jerseys, the guy who was the de facto GM, I like to call him, Jack Venisi jerseys.
Yeah.
All right, he's back. Give me 2 seconds. Hey, Doug. How's it
Doug
going?
Gottlieb.
Yeah.
All right. Alternate uniforms.
Yes. The Packers ones?
Yeah.
It's like, it's Spaceballs 2, the search for more money. What are we doing here?
The kids love this one. Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I just, I understand. I don't know. It's part of me. Like, I love actually what was said by Ed Policy, where he basically said, "Hey, we want to have more events in Lambeau. Like, we want to do more. Like, they want to make more money, right? Like, we have a cathedral of sport right here. Let's make more money." So I do understand that you'll sell more jerseys, but what if, like, the Green Bay Packers, who do everything differently than everybody else, said, "Hey, you know what? We're the Green Bay Packers. We wear white ones, we wear green ones, we wear nothing else." That would be really cool to me. I know it's probably a league-wide thing, it's a sponsorship thing and all that other stuff, and you make a bunch more money because you have a New Jersey. And as much as we talk crap about it, like, they're going to sell, thousands of them. People are going to buy them. And we'll forever laugh at those people. I can't believe you bought those jerseys, whatever. But they will buy them. I don't know. I just wish the Packers would go like, we're different. We wear green, we wear white. If you don't like it, The only thing that changes is where we wear the all white.
The Yankees have never worn a City Connect. I believe they're the only team that hasn't done that in Major League Baseball, right? I mean,
perfect. It's a great parallel. We're the New York Yankees.
Yeah.
We wear pinstripes or we wear gray. We wear nothing else.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Doug Gottlieb joining us here on Inside Wisconsin.
Dodgers should do the same thing, by the way. Dodgers, awesome uniforms. Brewers wear different stuff, right? Wear different stuff. No, I mean, and I'm not, but the Brewers are not as iconic as the Dodgers, as the Yankees, as the Green Bay Packers. Let's just.
I believe the Dodgers, their City Connect was just like Los Doyers, and they did like a parallel to their, Latin American culture over there. So, the same idea, kind of. Doug, we had college news yesterday, and I wanted to ask you if the Horizon League has yet put out a memo saying that they will not take NFL, NBA, or WNBA players to come back.
No, but there was a conference call with the commissioner and with the presidents and athletic directors yesterday. Just info update, but I think there's some things at play there which are just fascinating. Again, I have no idea where it's going to land in terms of players trying to sue for the 2022 class suing for an extra year. I will tell you that was a really smart play by the Big Ten, the SEC, and I think the ACC is going to join them in the Big 12 today, which is, I don't know if it's a formal agreement or a gentleman's agreement that, hey, or there's actually a league rule. I think it's a league rule. Hey, we're not going to take back anyone who signed a professional contract in these domestic leagues. And if the fine print is actually the part that I think is the most interesting, which is if you violate it, the team gets punished, not the player. And the thinking, I believe, is this is lawsuit proof because we're not limiting anything with player. Like, you can do whatever you want. But for the team, this is what happens if these are the rules against.
This is kind of what I was bringing up to these guys, and I compared it to it's the 10th Amendment, right? And wondering if schools and conferences are actually the only thing that can change college athletics, right? Any powers not given by the federal government divvy up to the states. Like, is it the conference's job and duty now to save college sports the way we once knew it?
Well, again, this is like, and I think you're referring to, like states' rights, right? versus, states versus federal. And part of this has been a fight by the SEC and then a little bit less the Big Ten of, hey, we're different. Why are we playing by the same rules as Green Bay, East Tennessee State, whatever, when we have a completely different impact on the sport. And so this is one of those, hey, you guys want states' rights. You want the conferences and schools to have their own rights. Step up and do something about it, and they have. So, again, it's a fascinating precedent. I don't know if that precedent means this is going to replace the NCAA, because look, you can go online and get into that vortex of eliminate the NCAA, but it's just like the police department. You can eliminate whatever you want. You still have to have somebody who's in charge, and you can't have individual leagues in charge of the entire sport, because guess who it's going to favor? Those individual leagues, right? There has to be some form of body that overlooks it. If it's not the NCAA, you can't have anarchy. But in this particular case, it is states' rights, which does on some level mirror some of the things that has happened in government, right? Where the states are like, hey, we want, whether it's redistricting or whether it's some of the individual laws or whatever.
Right?
Yeah, all that different stuff. So yeah, I mean, this is really interesting legal things, but also the impact it's going to have on college sports moving forward. Where can they push the envelope for individual conferences to kind of flex their own muscles? And in this particular case, like everything the NCAA is trying to do, they're trying to do so the lawsuits stop. That's all of this stuff is so the lawsuit. The 5 for 5 is put in so the lawsuit, you can't sue or petition for next year. It's like you get 5 years to play 5 years. And honestly, it was all put in place because of football. Because if you remember, you go back a couple years ago and you used to be able to play, I think, 3 games and then still redshirt. And so what players were doing was they play the first 3 games, and if they're young and if their value went up, they would shut it down and not burn the year, so they'd have an extra year to make money. So then they pushed it to 9 games, and finally people were like, this is ridiculous. Like, just let them play 5. And ultimately it got pushed through here late spring. So yeah, I mean, it's really interesting stuff. The Horizon did have a call. No, we have not put out a statement, but I also think it's because it doesn't really apply to this league or this level.
No, it actually is because we actually want all of the former professional players in Green Bay. That's why. So let's not make a statement.
The Green Bay Packers have joint practice today with the Arizona Cardinals. It's a Would You Rather Wednesday here on Inside Wisconsin. Yeah. Coach Gottlieb, would you rather have a joint practice with the University of Wisconsin or that exhibition game? Would you get more out of a joint practice? I know they don't exist at the college level.
No, they do. They absolutely do.
Joint practices?
Yeah. It's called secret scrimmage. They're called secret scrimmages.
Oh.
Those are the ones where you always hear like this team is beating this team by this much or whatever. Is this a
well?
problem?
You're not supposed to put anything out there. Whatever you can do, secret scrimmage. You can do so. You can still do secret scrimmage. You have 3 exhibition games, secret scrimmages, however you want to do it. And I think you do probably get better work in when you do the secret scrimmage style. But you can't make the money when you do it that way. You've got to make the money, right? The other part to it is, and we're doing all 3 exhibitions this year, is I want to see what it looks like when the lights are on, the popcorn's popping. There's plenty of dudes that can hit shots in practice and do the 3 thing or whatever, What do you do when there's actual people in the stands and there's another team and they're trying to beat your tail? So yes, I love the idea. Like I don't understand why there's limitations on it. We should be able to do it all the time.
Like, where college sports is going, why not?
Well, there's going to be a vote on the ability to play 3 games in the summer domestically. And so cool. There's going to be a tournament or a league in Vegas and in Chicago next year if it goes through. So yeah, we'll eventually, and we're limited by how many games you can play. Why? Why can't we play 40 games? If the players, you got to space them out so the players can their bodies don't break down. But the only way to make more money is to have more games, right? That's why the NCAA tournament's expanding. That's why I'll help you out, Trevor. Okay.
Thank you.
Please don't ever have a radio segment that says that talks about eliminating games. NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball. because it's never, ever, ever going to happen. Because for that to happen, everybody involved has to agree we're going to make less money. And I don't know about you, but I've never seen that ever, and it's not going to ever happen. So if you get somebody who goes like, we got to go back to 154 in baseball, great idea. Never going to happen. Why? Because all of those vendors at the stadium, forget about just the players, but everybody has to make less money. It's never going to happen. Anyway, as that goes into basketball, I like the idea of joint practices. I like the idea even more of playing in front of 10,000 people at the Resch, October 15th or October 19th. That's Marquette's the 19th. I like that a whole lot better because you have to make the money.
I love the idea of
awesome.
like, hey, we're the Tampa Bay Rays. You're going to play 175 games for our team. Hey, we're the New York Yankees, and we're playing 162. Like that, just because you want to find a way to make more money. That would be hilarious in pro sports. Yeah.
Well. Doug Gottlieb, Inside Wisconsin. DG, have you been to Packers practice yet? Because if not, today's your last chance.
No, yeah, we went. I went with my daughter and her boyfriend. It was like the third day. It's like the third day. But unless you have like a guide with you, you know, it's a little bit like when you go to a foreign country, if you try and do it by yourself, like, what am I watching here? Like, you know, they're blowing whistles and they're running around and who's playing or whatever. Like, you kind of want a guide. They should probably sell those headphones. You know that when you go on tours, you can sell those headphones. You're watching the ones go against the threes.
Great call.
You know, here's what's decided to practice.
That's awesome. So today is the joint practice against the Cardinals, and it's LaFleur versus LaFleur.
Yes.
Could you imagine coaching against Greg?
I'll be awesome.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome because he carries a lot of opinions about what I do, and many of them are the opposite of what I think. Some of I mean, he's like, yeah, we don't do that. Like I know, and this is why we do it. You know,
Who's older?
He's old. He's 4 years older than me.
Okay.
4 years older than me, and he hates my offense. Hates.
What are some critiques he has? Just real quick, like about the
He's
offense?
It's not a screening based offense. It's a cutting based offense where you can have screening action in it. He feels like it's a form of dribble drive motion, which it is. Again, a part of it is I don't think he's ever said he's come here and said, well, how do you build this? How do you build that? It's just like what he doesn't like. And it's like we had the best offense in the league last year. It's like, yeah, but you played at a slow pace. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, we had the best offense in the league. Look at all the numbers. We were super, super efficient. We played the way we played. But he had the best. They were 19-1 in their conference as well at San Diego State. They have an unbelievable staff. It's just a different way of doing some of the same stuff. And he hates my offense. But I steal a lot of the things that he tells me, and again, just a different philosophy for how he went through a bunch of different systems. He worked with he was at San Diego State on the men's side for 8 years, and so he learned from a national championship coach. Then he went and worked for Mike Montgomery at Cal for 6 years, and Wayne Tinkle, and so his kind of basketball upbringing is different, whereas mine is, Coach Sutton, Coach McLeod, and then playing overseas and then watching kind of the evolution of the sport. We have a much more European flair to what we do, as opposed to their a little bit more traditional kind of American flair.
Are you headed to the Brewers game with Trevor this weekend?
Mm-hmm. I am.
Have you booked a hotel room yet? We've heard they're a little expensive in the Milwaukee
Didn't
metro
respond to
area
my text about that.
I'm not staying in a hotel room just because it's a little bit late. Like, no, I'm going to be back in my bed.
Right. You do you. There's a concert after the game. We're staying down there.
I'll see the concert. Like, it's okay. Like, I'm, what time do you think? It's a 6:40 first pitch, right?
Yeah.
So probably done at 9:40-ish, if it's okay. Concert goes
10
to 11.
10 to probably 11. And then you got to hit the blackjack table.
Somebody got a hotel room, a very expensive one at Potawatomi.
God.
I'll just crash on the floor and be like hangover style. Wake up, there'll be a line in there.
Now we're that close. When I wanted
No,
to
they got a
crash with
pull-out
him in
couch.
LA
He's got a
for the
suite.
Super Bowl, I do not.
The price
Now we're
is
that
made.
close.
Do you know that?
Because when I'm in the Super Bowl, I'm not at a hotel, my friend.
Okay.
You know, they haven't updated Greg's
I
bio.
have a girlfriend with a condo, and that's where I'm staying. And that would be super creepy to watch you in my boxers at 9 in the morning. Huh?
What you just said? What did I just miss?
I was
Off
going
the
to tell
rails.
you that Greg's bio at San Diego State still says you're talk radio host and college basketball analyst. So you can tell him to change that and say that you guys are both coaches now if you wanted to.
That's cool. People still think Lindsay Gottlieb, who's the head coach at USC, is my sister. So I always tell people, no, she's my sister from different parents. I'm like, oh, okay. Wait, what? So
Can I invite people to have a drink with us on Friday? Can I tell them where we're going to start?
yeah, we're drinking.
What's what the do you have the agenda, or do I need to send it to you?
I have the agenda, but like yes, you can ask people to join us.
It says drinks, and there are two
Again,
slots.
I I ain't getting Romo'd out in the middle of Potawatomi. That ain't happening.
Valid.
I love the idea of Doug just being like, Trevor agenda, and go back.
That's a lot of words. I'm good.
All right. We'll see some of you at Dugout 54 at 2:45. We'll see if Doug's there or not.
Oh, that's
2:45?
Central Daylight Time or Standard, whichever it is.
Doug.
That's really early. I gotta be here 4 hours for the game?
This is a fundraiser that you put out there.
Who are you?
But who said 4 hours for the game? Did
You-
Jesse tell you that?
Check with your staff. It literally says in front of me, depart 12:30. Drinks number 1 stop 2:45. Drink stop number 2 3:45. Dinner.
Oh, drink stop. That's on the way to the game or something, right?
No, it's on the way to dinner.
He
It
thought
says
Dugout 45 was drinks 4 to 5. Like, he didn't think he had to be there that early.
no, 2:45. It's drinks at
Don't be
Dugout
late.
54 at 2:45. Drinks at Kelly's Bleachers at 3:45, and then dinner at 4:45.
Kelly's Bleachers and Dugout
Like,
54 are
you guys
literally-
are such professional drinkers in the state.
Now,
Like
you know
I
what?
am so amateur, and you guys are so professional.
Thank you very much.
Drinking
Appreciate
is
it.
It's like really fascinating to see. Like, ooh, we got drink stops. Like, I gotta drink. I gotta drink. Like, dude,
Well, I mean, when you grow up, in the bar,
where's Coach? Dude,
Well, see you Friday, I guess. Maybe at the drink stop, maybe not. I don't know.
I remain that guy who in high school walked around with a bottle of OE, and like every once in a while would dip out a little bit, just because. I mean, you guys are professionals. You guys have these hollowed out wooden legs where you store all the alcohol you drink. I mean, that's got to be a prerequisite. Next time Josh hires somebody, he's got to go like, do you drink heavily?
I've been a part of coaching staff interviews where that's been a question.
Or maybe you just stay here for the
I
rest.
always thought the answer was like, no, right? The answer here has to be like, there's a, like, you know how you have like drug tests, there's a certain level of whatever you can have in. It's like, if your blood alcohol on a Friday or Saturday night in Green Bay is not above a certain level, granted, can't get behind a wheel, like then you can't be the head coach here. That's really it. Like if I send a text to a donor like, you want to grab coffee, they're like, yeah. If I say you want to grab a beer, they're like, when? Say the moment.
They're already at the bar.
I'd like to grab a beer on Friday at 2:45. We'll see you
Set
then,
the
GG.
agenda, Doug. We'll be
Yeah,
right back.
I'm in the agenda.
Okay. Adios. See you
Yeah.
Friday. Doug Gottlieb, head coach of UW Green Bay men's basketball.
Well, that was an
and
interesting conversation.
He's the best. God.
Dude.
I'm going to get a text. How'd that go? Because he knows when we crush, we crush. All right. We're back for one more. And I have a fantasy football draft tonight that I have done zero prep for. I need your help. Inside Wisconsin on WNFL. Stay here.
You by Amplify Health, Joint Chiropractic, KVR Flooring, Lemieux Toyota, LP Meridian, and Mackinaw's Grill.
I'm Doug Russell with the training camp update. Family dynamics are at full play this week as the Arizona Cardinals come to town as Matt LaFleur gets to take on his younger brother, Mike LaFleur, for the first time as head coaches. Matt has schemed up against his sibling before as an assistant, but even in the preseason, there's something different about going up against Mike as a head coach.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty special. But at the end of the day, we're just looking to try to get good work, both sides. Certainly always going to prioritize the Green Bay Packers, but if there is another team in the National Football League that I'll be rooting for, it will be the Arizona Cardinals.
In addition to the LaFleur brothers, there's another sibling subplot, the Melton brothers. Packers wide receiver Bo and his Cardinals cornerback counterpart Max. Both Meltons wear number 16, by the way. Not related, Jordan and Jeremiah Love, the latter Arizona's rookie running back from Notre Dame. With an update from training camp, I'm Doug Russell.
So we're talking to Dr. Jim right now from the Joint Chiropractic. And Doctor, what can you tell us about young athletes and what you can do for them?
There's a few things we can do to help young athletes. One of them is to keep them in shape for their sport that they're participating in. Another one is to avoid further injury.
Now, if they get injured, what can you do for them then?
We can reduce their pain, increase their performance, and improve their function.
So if they want to come in and talk to you, what should they do?
They can contact us at the Joint Chiropractic. They can walk into our clinic location, which is on South Oneida Street, or online at thejoint.com.
Your next opportunity could be waiting at KVR Floors & More. They're hiring a front desk position that combines customer service, organization, and some sales. If you're friendly, confident, and enjoy helping customers find what they need, they want to hear from you. Apply at KVRFloorsandMore.com today.
KVR Floors and More. Floors that you will adore.
We are talking Toyota with Bob Lemieux III of Lemieux Toyota in Ashwaubenon. Bob, how can we save some big bucks on trucks this month over at Lemieux?
Right now, we have 2.99% financing on Tundra and 3.99% financing on Tacoma during our national savings event. We have some great trucks to choose from. So whether you need a truck for work or weekend adventures, we've got you covered. Come see us here at Lemieux.
Toyota's National Savings Event offers great savings on a variety of other models as well.
The National Savings Event covers Toyota's entire lineup, so are great opportunities whether you're looking for a car, SUV, or truck. We also have exciting electric options like the BZ and the CHR, along with Toyota's popular hybrids and gas-powered models. There's something for just about everyone, so come check out the entire Toyota lineup.
That's Bob Lemieux III from Lemieux Toyota, 2550 South Oneida Street. Start your experience at LemieuxToyota.com.
Does your organization distribute information about employment opportunities or refer job seekers to employers? If so, send us the name of your organization, contact name, full address, phone number, fax number, and or email address, and we'll keep you informed on employment opportunities within our company. Send this information to Midwest Communications Incorporated, Human Resources Manager, 904 Grant Avenue, Wausau, 54403, or email open.jobs@mwcradio.com. Again, if your organization wants to receive information about job opportunities within our company, let us know today.
Nicolay Bank is in your neighborhood with locations throughout our listening area and headquartered right here in Green Bay. Your local bankers will offer expert guidance and personal service. Get started at nicolaybank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Men's wedding bands made from whiskey barrels and meteorites.
Welcome to Kessler's.
WNFL.
Inside Wisconsin, Trevor, Luddy, Tommy, 99.7, WNFL, youtube.com/Inside Wisconsin. Make sure to subscribe there if you would. Follow us on Twitter at Inside Wisco, at WNFL Green Bay on YouTube and Twitter as well. We are doing some really cool things with those social media pages. We'd love for you to follow along and give us feedback, preferably in the comments section. All right, I have this fantasy draft. Yeah. I vowed to not play fantasy ever again, and I have a fantasy draft tonight, so you can see how that went.
We are.
Can I ask, you brought this up a little bit yesterday. You said it was a $150 buy-in?
Yeah, $150 buy-in, and it's $30 a week payout to the team that scores the most points.
Oh, okay,
Nice.
That's interesting. I like that angle of it, but I would be curious, 79489, what's your fantasy football buy-in?
And what's your fantasy football team name?
150 seems a little high. I'm
Just a skosh.
It's a little high.
Is it too high?
I think it's
skosh. I wouldn't pay 150.
I would have. I feel like 100 is kind of where I'm like, all right. Now, I know people who spend more than you. I'm saying my buy-in, I'm in 3 leagues that are $50 a pop, I think.
12 teams, PPR league, in-person draft tonight. Michael in Appleton said, where do you draft? Don't know. Haven't done that. Probably going to do that tonight. There was a vote yesterday on this little text group thingy about 1 flex or 2 flex. Apparently it's a 2 flex league. Is that good or bad? I have no idea. I'm going to be terrible at this. I need your help.
So
because the next 3 minutes before the show ends is really going to help you.
I'm also going to say a skosh early to draft.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
It's a little early to draft still. There's going to be people playing in different places. There could still be a trade here or there. It's a skosh
Somebody
early.
might retire.
Labor Day is usually the best draft day in my mind.
Well, we're a little busy that weekend with the Badgers Bash going on.
I'm well aware. I'm excited to see all the people there from 1 to 3.
Yeah.
But just to your point, Trev, if you're not into fantasy football and you have to draft a fantasy football league, I don't think it's as difficult as it has been, 20 years ago, right? Like now you just see best player available. Go ahead, take them.
Yeah,
pretty much, right?
Easy, yeah.
So we're going to do an in-person draft, but does that mean that somebody is updating it online as we go?
Otherwise, you guys putting the stickers on the board?
I
and
don't know,
everything?
but if I don't have somebody telling me who's available and who's not, and then do I lose that pick?
I think the best is when you get together, but you all have your laptop in front of you, so it digitally records itself while you're having the fun of the camaraderie of being together with the boys. And by the way, what is your team name? I want to know.
4th and Statriotism.
Oh, all right. Fits.
This is going to be a stupid late night, isn't it? How long is it going to take to draft with 2 flex on 12 teams starting at 6:30? Ben's making pork, which means damn well we're not going to start the draft till 7:30. Ugh.
Well,
you guys want to co-own this team?
Not one bit. Please, no, thank you. I'm good.
I actually, like I said, I'm in too many already. I feel like.
Are you in any?
No, and I can't wait to hear you bitch about not you, but anyone bitch about their fantasy teams. That's when I start to take a nap.
Oh, you know what? That's actually everyone's favorite topic to hear about. You talking about your fantasy team.
Oh, I'm guessing not. I'll let you know how it went tomorrow, and then I'll let you know how often I lose.
That's way more fun to hear about your losses.
Talking fantasy in a show like this is actually really popular.
Yeah, but nobody cares about your team. They care about
myself included.
Right.
Okay.
Are you going to
wow, great.
Are you going to draft Packers or no?
Is that in your mission statement that you don't care?
I should name that to the team name. I'm going to take your advice and not draft a single one.
Okay.
I've never done that. I think I like that.
Mm-hmm. Then you can root for the Packers and your fantasy team instead of having to invest
Can I start players on a team, though, that's playing the Packers?
That's another good emotional hedge on if they torch you, your fantasy team wins. But if you lose because that guy stinks, win-win.
Or lose-lose.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, we'll let you know how it goes tomorrow morning back here on Inside Wisconsin. Trevor, Luddy, Tommy, 99.7 and 101.9 WNFL, youtube.com/Inside Wisconsin on a good news, bad news Thursday. We'll see how joint practice goes
Hopefully
today.
no bad news from Packers.
That's the goal. Let us pray. All right. We will see you guys tomorrow morning back here, 6 a.m. We appreciate you. We love it when you chime in. Do so today. Follow along. Be safe. We'll see you tomorrow.